of today's show. What do you think about the matchup? Confidence level. We're in the early portion. It's a Turn the Page Tuesday. So confidence level as the Vols are slight underdogs for the first time this season in a game, trying to pull off the win against Alabama. Former state of Alabama native Jason Swain is here. Now a Knoxville native, former Tennessee wide receiver, VFL. How are you today?
I'm good, man. I'm good. It is Bama week. It is time to turn the page. You always learn from the previous game that can help you with the game in the future. But, in terms of nitpicking the win on Saturday, no need, man. We are moving forward. It is Bama week, and Tennessee has a great chance to beat Alabama for the second time in a row at home. So a huge opportunity. The guys are locked in, focused. Arkansas was a good teaching moment. Florida was a good teaching moment. Now it's time to put all of everything you learn to help you beat Alabama on Saturday. Should be a unbelievable environment.
Did you see Josh Pate? So it's the loudest stadium he's been in.
I did see that. I did also see a fake video going around of Kalen DeBoer's comments questioning the effectiveness of Neyland Stadium. And I'd say you want to prove Josh Pate right rather than proving a fake video of Kalen DeBoer's comments wrong. It's easy to say, oh, man, this person said the Neyland Stadium wasn't that loud. Well, we're going to prove them wrong. Well, you just had Josh Pate, one of the most respected voices in college football, say that Neyland Stadium is the loudest. So I would spend that energy proving Josh Pate right because he just went to bat for us.
I think it's going to be pretty darn loud on Saturday.
It should be. It should be. I think we need it to be. You look at how Alabama has played this year. You should feel really confident about Tennessee's chances to get a win at home.
One to 10, confidence level, Swain. Where are we? It's Tuesday.
I'm at a 5.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like he can go either way right now.
I agree with that.
Alabama's a good team.
Yeah.
It is weakness on weakness, strength on strength in this game. Alabama's offense is the strength of their team against Tennessee's strength, which is the defense, against Alabama's defense, which is their weakness, and Tennessee's offense right now, which is the weakness. So Alabama is looking at Tennessee going, man, whoo, it's just what we needed if you are the Alabama defense. Man, we've been getting torched. We lost to Vanderbilt. We allowed 30, 40 points on the board to Vanderbilt. South Carolina's putting up points. Man, what we need right now is a struggling offense, and they're finding one with Tennessee. But if you are Tennessee's offense, you're like, man, we're struggling. What we need is a struggling defense to go up against. And, hey, you have one in Alabama's defense, especially defending the pass. So something has to shake. Someone has to win the game. We'll see who does it on Saturday. But for right now, man, I'm 50-50.
I think that's about right. I think the point spread's about right.
Yeah.
Bama, I think, deserves to be the favorite coming into this game, but not a huge favorite.
Yeah.
Both sides probably have nervous energy going in, knowing, hey, we're capable of doing more than we have. But, man, the margin. We can't have any more errors here because if we lose this game, then backs are truly against the wall. Got to win out, essentially, becomes the mindset.
Yeah, there's been some weird nervous energy. There's been some confidence that has changed probably since the Arkansas game. But think about Bama fans. They lost to Vanderbilt.
Yeah, Bama season is weirder.
Like
they have the best win in conference. They also have a loss to Vanderbilt, which it's on the road. I don't know that it's technically the worst loss in conference play this year, but it's going to rank high, I would think. Ole Miss at home to Kentucky might be the worst loss in conference play.
Yeah,
the at-home factor.
I mean, you look at Alabama losing to a team where you had 75% of the fans there, your fans.
Yeah, I get it. It's in the conversation. It's just that Vanderbilt went to overtime on the road against Missouri, beat Virginia Tech, beat Kentucky, and beat Bama. So
I get it. It's a toss-up between them and
the win against Georgia, the loss against Vanderbilt, near loss against South Carolina at home the week after. Weird season for the Tide.
Yeah, they're probably a little conflicted on how to feel. I mean, you beat Georgia, then you lose Vanderbilt.
I have a buddy who is a Bama fan and grad, so he's in that percentage of it. But he texted me during the Tennessee-Florida game, so things were iffy on the Vol side at the time. He texted me, I'm betting on Tennessee no matter what. Alabama football died at halftime against Georgia, is what he said.
He's just emotional.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. He's emotional.
Emotions they're scattered.
Yeah, they are all over the place. But that's part of being a fan of a team. And then this year, it's been wild so far. There's more parity. You only have one team right now that's in the SEC that's undefeated. That might change this weekend with Georgia going to Texas. So it's wild already, man.
Yeah, Georgia, Texas is a big one.
Oh, yeah.
In Austin Saturday night.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be a good week of college football. Just not, Tennessee, Alabama, Georgia, Texas, but there are some other really, really, really good games taking place too.
Justin's confidence level, 60%. Says the same number as his math test scores back in the 90s. 60%. That's confidence. Confident, if you ask me. 60%.
Yeah, I can't do anything with 60. I mean, a 70, I can say, hey, man, see, he's getting degrees, but 60.
Yeah. But if you're a 6 on a 1 to 10 scale, that's pretty good, considering the offensive play the last few weeks.
Yeah.
More confident than you. And me, I would admit.
Yeah, I'm 50-50, man. I think the spread supports that too, with it being what it is right now. But it is just Tuesday, Josh. I'm going to turn up as the week goes along.
You have a cigar ready?
I'll be smoking a cigar on the show probably Friday.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know where we are going to be, but I hope we can smoke cigars.
We'll be at Beatty Chevrolet on Friday.
Well, I will not be smoking a cigar inside of Beatty Chevrolet.
Yeah.
I have it lit right outside the door. Take a couple puffs during the breaks.
Is there some kind of Alabama State native text thread that you're on?
Mm-mm.
Do you text with all the former Alabamians who got out, came to the University of Tennessee?
No, there's not a thread. But there's love. Joey Kent and guys like that. Absolutely, there's love. Ed Butler. There's plenty of love for my guys that got out of Bama and became a Tennessee Vol.
Rashad Moore's a Huntsville guy, right?
That's right. Right around the corner. So, I think his grandma at the time lived right around the corner. But
yeah, Joey was right around the corner, right? Literally
walking distance. Yeah. I think Rashad Moore nickname is Boo Boo, so that's what I know him by. But
yeah,
his Boo Boo's folks, Joey Kent's folks, really all walking distance from my house in Huntsville. Mm-hmm.
Yep. Joey, I know will be here this weekend.
Oh yeah, he wouldn't miss it for the world. No, he wouldn't miss it.
We will continue the conversation. Where are you? Confidence level, nervous energy? What do you think about the matchup? 865-656-9900 if you would like to join us to share your thoughts. 865-656-9900 to call or text as we continue right here on Josh and Swain.
Everything is more expensive than ever before. Well, except for the sports animal. Always free on the air and on the stream. Always. 99.1 The Sports Animal.
Hey, it's Josh. I want to tell you about Ted Russell Ford, locally owned and operated. They have a website, tedrussellford.net, where you can go online and you can shop, check out the inventory that they have available. They have great customer service. They're going to make sure that you are taken care of in helping you find the type of vehicle that you are looking for. They're going to help you with financing, trade-in opportunities, and they want to make sure your vehicle is taken care of after you leave. Ted Russell Ford. My family has purchased several vehicles from both locations on Parkside Drive and Kingston Pike. If you were in the market for a truck or an SUV, if you were looking for an electric vehicle, they have a great selection in their lineup of electric vehicles that Ted Russell Ford can help you with. Same for if you're looking for a Ford Bronco. We're getting ready for the winter season. If you're looking for a vehicle that can match it, Ted Russell Ford can help. Trucks, SUVs, Ford, Lincoln, and their pre-owned selection, they will help you find exactly what you are looking for. Parkside Drive and Kingston Pike, you can stop by, shop on location, or go to the website to start at tedrussellford.net.
This has been a paid announcement.
Hey, this is Karina with Vital Hydration. We all need more energy and better recovery in our life. If this is you, you need to call Vital Hydration. They help you recover with an at-home IV drip and have you feeling like you in no time. Mobile IVs are the new thing, and Vital Hydration is your new place in East Tennessee to call for yours. Visit vitalhydrationknox.com to book your mobile IV today. Vital Hydration. We come to you and bring you back to where you want to be.
When you're hiring, ZipRecruiter's technology makes finding qualified candidates for your job easy. What if the rest of the world was as easy as ZipRecruiter? Math problems wouldn't be so problematic.
K equals 42.
And summiting Everest would be a walk in the park. In the meantime, if you want to make your hiring easier, use ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
We're going abroad for the first time in years. To Spain. So we started using Babbel.
And started learning Spanish fast.
With Babbel, you can start having conversations in another language in just 3 weeks.
¿Cómo te llamas?
¿Cómo te llamas?
When you learn a language, you want to actually use it. Babbel is designed with that goal in mind.
In just 3 weeks, we're starting to have conversations in Spanish. Gracias, Babbel.
Babbel, language for life. Now try Babbel for free at Babbel.com. That's Babbel.com.
Join Josh and Swain live Thursday from noon to 3 from the Mobile Meals on Western Avenue to celebrate the 20th annual Beat Bama Week with the X-Hunger movement. For full details, visit xhunger.com/entertainment.
99.1 The Sports Animal presents FanDuel Football Friday, powered by FanDuel Sportsbook. Insight from all your favorite sports animal shows on the next day's Tennessee game. FanDuel Football Fridays on 99.1 The Sports Animal.
In sports, the team with the biggest number at the end of the game wins. If you're in the commercial real estate market, NAI Cola RM Moore has some big numbers to share with you. 40 plus years in business in East Tennessee. Over 20 brokers with 470 years combined experience who closed 348 transactions in 2023, resulting in over $209 million in total volume. And in property management, NAI Cola RM Moore manages over 3,750,000 square feet of property. Experience wins. And experience is the reason NAI Cola RM Moore is #1 and the largest commercial real estate firm in East Tennessee. They get results, and their success comes from their clients' success. So cross the goal line a winner in commercial real estate with the NAI Cola RM Moore team. Call 865-531-6400. That's 865-531-6400 and online at colamore.com.
The hottest sports stories of the day broken down to their very core with honest, informed opinions. Here's Josh and Swain on The Sports Animal.
This is Josh and Swain. Thanks for being with us. Next to VFL and former Tennessee wide receiver Jason Swain, I'm Josh Ward. Devontae Adams is a Jet. Jason Swain.
That's right.
NFL news this morning.
Mike Williams, your reps are going to be a little different now.
Mm-hmm.
All in for the Jets.
Meanwhile, the Raiders build about to take off.
Trust the process, right?
Yeah.
So 76ers, they don't need that marketing phrase anymore. They're playoff contending team now. They added Paul George. So the Raiders, you can use it to try to trick your fans into being patient with mediocrity and actually less than mediocrity.
Less than to this point.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So I am willing to admit on the air that I don't think the Raiders are going to the Super Bowl this year.
Not this year.
I've reached that point.
Poor Josh.
David says at some point Nico will have a great game against an SEC opponent. Why not Bama? 80% sure we win the game. David is confident.
I like that confidence. That is I don't know if I was 80% 2 years ago. I mean, I was pretty sure, but 80 is pretty high. But let's go.
John notes, I think with it being a day game will help us get the win. Nico is undefeated during the day games.
I do like the fact that the game is at 3:30 rather than at night. When you look at the last two SEC games we played at night.
For Tennessee or for your sleep schedule?
For Tennessee.
Okay.
I mean, I've slept in those games, got some things done during the day. So I'm not complaining too much about those night games. But, like, for Tennessee, the two last games you played at night, offensively, you've gotten off to a slow start. I mean, you've gotten off to a slow start, period. We've settled in, but you don't want to settle in. You want to start fast. You want to finish fast.
What do you think? 865-656-9900. Curtis, hello. You're on Josh and Swain. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, guys. Hey, Jason, going back to Arkansas, I felt like our defense kind of sat back a little bit, making sure the quarterback didn't beat us with his legs. Then you move forward to Florida. I felt like we kind of got a little bit more aggressive, even when they went to Lagway. He's definitely more mobile, but we still were more aggressive. What do you think is going to be the game plan for Milroe? Are we going to try to be more aggressive, or are we going to kind of sit back like we did at Oklahoma and just make sure that or Arkansas, and just make sure we don't get beat by the quarterback running the ball? I'll hang up and listen.
Hey, thank you, Curtis. I think Tim Banks will mix it up. I think you have to when you have a really good quarterback in Milroe. He's played some football. You have the ability to make in-game adjustments on the sideline. It's a little bit easier now than ever before. You have a good offensive coach in Kalen DeBoer. You got Nick Sheridan, who is a great mind, understands what this rivalry means. You can't do the same thing over and over and over. Like, you got to mix it up. You got to give Milroe different pitchers pre-snap, different pitchers post-snap. The structures have to be inconsistent for him to be able to know where he's going with the football. I was watching College Game Day on Saturday, and they were doing a really good job of highlighting how well Ohio State does pre-snap versus post-snap at disguising coverages, making you think that a single safety, then on the snap of the football going to cover two, and completely blowing up the offensive play. If you're able to do that, I know you got a young player in Boo Carter who's a firecracker and playing lights out right now, but if you can disguise things pre-snap and change that picture for Jalen Milroe post-snap, man, I think it's going to bode well for you. But you always got to have someone mirroring him, because when he takes off, he's one of the best running backs, if not the best running back in the country. He possesses the speed. He possesses the power. He can make guys miss in the open field. So if you're Tim Banks, you always got to have someone responsible for the quarterback. If he gets outside the pocket, you got to be really disciplined in your rushing lanes. But just simply answering your question, Curtis, man, you got to change it up. You got to mix it up.
Milroe's hit big plays down the field with his arm. He did that, remember, early in the second half against Tennessee last year, and that kind of flipped the direction of the game. What do you think? What's the scariest part about facing Milroe for Tennessee's defense?
Well, the fact that he can run. I mean, that's the scariest thing. Not the design runs. It's the passes that turn into runs, his ability to keep plays alive, going from east-west while being behind the line of scrimmage and still being able to deliver the football. That is what scares me. That's what keeps defense coordinators up at night.
When he can turn a loss into a win.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what scares you.
Pound for pound, he is up there as the most impressive athlete in college football.
Yep. Him, Travis Hunter. I mean, just to name a few, the receiver out there at Arizona. I mean, physically, there's not a lot of guys who are more imposing than Jalen Milroe. But he has proven that he can be effective. He had a bad decision at the end of the first half against South Carolina. He's throwing to a crossing route versus zone, which you never do that. You never do that. And so he did it. If you get pressure on him, which South Carolina did, we have seen pressure that affects the quarterback. Even when guys are open, even when you do have time in the pocket, just the pressure that was on them, maybe a play ago or 2 plays ago, it still can affect you. And South Carolina was able to have 3 or 4 sacks in that game, generate 8 or 9 TFLs. If you can do that, you give yourself a really great chance.
That's been Tennessee's defense this year. We've seen James Pierce Jr. come on the last 2 weeks, too.
Oh, yeah.
You know that he's thinking, here's a big opportunity for me this week.
Yeah, he is affecting the offense. He is affecting the quarterback. The stats may not point to it in terms of sacks, but, man, on one of those plays, I think it was Lagway was in. Pierce looped around from outside in, had a clear view to the quarterback, didn't tackle him, but got him off his spot to allow his teammates to make the tackle. So very disruptive, and you're going to need that on Saturday from James Pierce, which I expect.
What do you think? 865-656-9900. Curious for your thoughts. You can share them with us calling or texting in as we continue on this afternoon. 865-656-9900 to be a part of the show as we continue with the Tennessee-Alabama look-ahead right here on Josh and Swain.
Here's your chance to win the Nashville Getaway from Bud Light and 99.1 The Sports Animal. Caller 10 is qualified for a chance to win 2 tickets to see Tennessee host Jacksonville December 8th at Nissan Stadium. And 2 tickets for Marty Stewart at the Grand Ole Opry December 7th. Plus some cash for travel expenses to the Music City. Caller 10 to 656 wins. That's 656-9467 right now.
The minute folks step into Dollywood in my Smoky Mountains, I want them to fill their hearts with all the beautiful things in this big old world. Dollywood, love every moment.
Plan your visit today at Dollywood.com.
The great thing about sports is it never stops. Here's another 60-second sports minute on The Sports Animal.
The New York Jets are finalizing a trade to acquire star wide receiver Devontae Adams from the Las Vegas Raiders. The Raiders will receive a conditional 3rd-round draft pick that could improve to a 2nd-round selection if certain conditions are met. The Jets will also assume the balance of Adams' remaining salary. His current contract runs through 2026. The deal also reunites Adams with former quarterback Aaron Rodgers from their time in Green Bay together. Major League Baseball Championship Series, the Mets defeated the Dodgers 7-3 to tie the NLCS at 1 game apiece. The Yankees take Game 1 in the ALCS with a 5-2 win over the Guardians. Those 2 teams meet again at Yankee Stadium tonight at 7:30. The Nashville Predators are in action tonight against the Seattle Kraken at 8 o'clock. Other NHL games at 7. Canucks visit the Lightning. Capitals host the Golden Knights. Devils get the Hurricanes. Blue Jackets take on the Panthers. Wild visit the Blues at 7:30. Sharks get the Stars at 8. Flames host the Blackhawks at 9. And the Flyers take on the Oilers at 10. I'm Joel Silverberg.
If you're driving a car or truck with an expired warranty and suddenly lost your transmission or needed a full engine repair, would a $4,000 repair bill leave you stranded? I'm Danica Patrick. Don't get caught off guard with a vehicle breakdown. Choose the company I trust, Endurance. No matter the mileage, if your vehicle is less than 20 years old, Endurance offers auto protection plans for any budget. Protection on the drivetrain, electrical, transmission, AC, and more. Plus 24/7 roadside assistance and rental car reimbursement on any plan. Endurance handles everything, from making the claim to paying the certified mechanic of your choice. Act now and get 1 full year of elite benefits, a $2,000 value, free.
Endurance has paid hundreds of millions in claims. Call for your fast free quote today. Call 800-289-6215. That's 800-289-6215. 800-289-6215.
Good old East Tennessee, we know family, hard work, and helping your neighbors still means a lot. I'm Nick Whitehead with Whitehead Auto Sales in Alcoa and Knoxville. Our family-owned and operated business is celebrating our 20-year anniversary. Our pillars are those 3 items: family, hard work, and helping your neighbor. Experience the difference of why we've been voted #1 in Blount County for years now, and why we've expanded to Chapman Highway to help even more. Visit WhiteheadAutoSales.com or come shake our hands for a deal you can't find anywhere else. 20 years from our family to yours at Whitehead Auto Sales.
There's nothing like homegrown. Around here, nothing grows better than local businesses and families. It's because starting on common ground makes things just shoot up. Just look at those neighborhoods and business districts. Around here, it's always growing season.
At First Bank, we share your hometown and your love for our community. That means you get down-to-earth local lenders who get down to business faster. First Bank. Bank local, get more. Member FDIC.
This is Pipe Wrench Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. How can I help you?
I'm having some issues with my drains.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. What seems to be the problem?
It's making this kind of a sound.
No worries. We can help you with that. If your drains are making strange sounds or giving off foul odors, then you may have a blockage or issue with your sewer line. Pipe Wrench can get your pipes flowing again in no time with our $99 drain clearing special. And if we can't open your drain, the visit is free. You also get a free camera inspection of your sewer line to help us easily pinpoint the source of the clog and provide the best and most affordable solution. When we identify the problem, we provide the best option, ranging from drain cabling, hydrojetting, spot repair, or even new sewer line replacements if needed. Don't ignore signs of a clogged drain or sewer line before it turns into a costly problem. Call the plumbing experts at Pipe Wrench today at 865-264-8090 or book online at pipewrench.com.
Phoenix Conversions. You love your home truck, work truck, SUV. You want it tricked out, fixed up, VIP. You need it modified, personalized. To get it like you want, you gotta take it to the guys at Phoenix Conversions. Hands down, no contest. Phoenix Conversions, when it has to be the best.
99.1 The Sports Animal presents FanDuel Football Friday, powered by FanDuel Sportsbook. Insight from all your favorite Sports Animal shows on the next day's Tennessee game. FanDuel Football Fridays on 99.1 The Sports Animal.
Join Josh and Swain Friday from Beatty Chevrolet. Tune in from noon to 3 and find out why it's always better at Beatty. Stop by Beatty Chevrolet on Parkside Drive or online at BeattyChevrolet.com. Beatty Chevrolet, locally owned and operated for over 90 years.
This report is sponsored by Tire Rack. Nearly 3,000 teen drivers die in car crashes each year. Tire Rack Street Survival is designed to save lives. The one-day hands-on driving school gives teens experience in car control through exercises that include emergency braking and skid recovery. Find a class near you at TireRack.com/survive.
Coldest weather of the season on this Tuesday by a country mile. Some already had frost out there. And if you're checking out the Comet this evening, you may even see a few snow showers atop the Smoky Mountains after a high of only 60, well below average, into the 30s, possibly even freezing temps for tonight. It's the time to protect those plants. From the WVLT Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Ben Cathy.
Hey Knoxville, it's your local State Farm agent, Josh Hemphill. When you combine State Farm home and auto insurance, you save an average of $889. Contact the Josh Hemphill team right here in Farragut at 865-675-3999.
Josh and Swain is brought to you by McKeon Law Group. Some law firms specialize in one thing, but there's one here in East Tennessee that specializes in them all. Call Jed McKeon and the McKeon Law Group, 294-8008 and attorney-knoxville.com.
Josh and Swain on 99.1 The Sports Animal. Once again, voted one of the top 25 sports midday shows in America by Barrett Sports Media.
This is Josh and Swain. Thanks for being with us. SEC Basketball Media Day is taking place over in Nashville. Zakai Ziegler and Jemai Meshack are representing Tennessee. Easy and obvious choice, I would say.
For sure.
Your guy Ron Slay with some shenanigans. I think Zakai was forced to give an answer. He was asked favorite SEC player of all time. Said Ron Slay. Slay's there working, looks like, with the SEC network, and steps into the video frame.
Zakai knows. how to do TV.
He does.
Yeah.
Did you give him some of those tips?
Very few, but he's a natural.
Yeah. He's done work with you guys in the locker room.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah, having fun with Zakai. He'll be with us during basketball season too on Sunday. So we were joking off air during basketball. What happens if you have a 2 for 12 night? You gotta come in here and tell us why you couldn't make a shot. And he was like, "Well, I just have to do that then." Or I was like, "How about you just
don't have those?
Not go 2 for 12.
Yeah,
won't have to worry about it." So it's gonna be fun, man. Zakai is a senior year. I know he wants to go win a championship, compete for a championship, go to the Final Four, have his best, seasons of all, and I expect him to do that.
Do you think Ron gave Zakai an NIL deal to give Ron Slade that kind of love, or should Zakai give some to Ron because Ron kind of paved the NIL way for Zakai?
I don't think Zakai needs to give Ron anything. I think Ron's okay too.
He's doing fine.
He's good. He's good. Yeah. He's good over there.
Yeah. He's our guy. He's on 3HL on the Zone in the afternoons with Brent and Don and doing work with the SEC Network. We're getting close to the sleigh ride. It'll be sleigh ride season before we know it. As basketball tips off here in just a couple of weeks. In the text box, thanks for hanging out with us today on Josh and Swain. Will texted, "I'm assuming Milroe is the best quarterback we will have seen up to this point in this season."
Correct.
Yeah. Mertz was a solid quarterback, probably better than he gets credit for. Obviously didn't play the whole game, suffered the injury, which is unfortunate. He's lost for the year at Florida. Taylon Green had a good performance against Tennessee, also injured and did not play the whole game there, but Milroe is the guy over them. And then Oklahoma and NC State's quarterback play was weak at best, I would say.
Yeah, I mean, I think when you played Arkansas, you could say Taylon Green was the best quarterback that you had faced up to that point.
Mm-hmm.
Last week, Graham Mertz was the best quarterback that we had faced up to that point because of what he did last year, how efficient he was. And we saw the difference when he was in there versus DJ Lagway. Like, Lagway gave you some change-up options as a play caller if you're Florida. I mean, he can run, man, big, can throw. He's going to be a good player. Him and Nico, whew, if both of those guys stay where they are, like, they'll be tearing it up for their respective teams, in the near future. But Graham Mertz was obviously the best quarterback for Florida.
Yeah, the timing of that injury, there was no good timing, but that really hurt because Lagway has to go back in off schedule when they're backed up, and then he throws that pick.
Yep.
Mertz would have been in the game and probably makes a different decision there.
Oh, 100%.
A 6-year senior backed up. So
yeah, 100%. So,
but yes, to answer Will's question, without hesitation, Milroe is the best quarterback they will have seen. The competition in that conversation will be Milroe or Carson Beck later in the year.
I don't care what you think of Milroe based on South Carolina game or Vanderbilt game. Just go look at that Georgia game and what he's capable of doing in the first half. Like, he's capable of doing that.
He had nearly 500 yards of offense against Georgia.
Yeah. So you have to prepare for that. You always prepare for a player's best or team's best. You don't look at how they played against South Carolina and Vanderbilt and go, oh, he's not good. We're going to win. Look how they played the last 2 weeks. No, you prepare for what they have shown you in terms of the best performance. That's what you prepare for because you want to be ready if they do give you their best. Now, if they don't, then it's great. Like, you're in a great position, but you always prepare for an opponent's best.
Bama is preparing for what they know Nico is capable of.
That's right. That's right. You are Alabama. You are preparing your team for tempo at its all-time fastest. You're preparing your defense for the offensive line to play their best, Nico to play his best, and the receivers and running backs play their best. You have to prepare that way. You can't prepare your team to expect the team's worst. They're mentally not going to be ready to play if you do that. So you always tell your team to expect the team's best.
Owen in Knoxville texted and asked, can the changes that are needed by the offensive line happen in a week?
I mean, they can play better. Yeah, they can play better as a whole. Individual guys can play better, can learn from the film, can get their hands inside. And when, you feel like the defender is breaking away from you, not hold. I mean,
if they could eliminate penalties.
Yeah, I mean, they can play better, but like drastic, like Nico sitting back there counting the laces on the football before he throws it, I don't think we're going to see that.
Not when Bama's up next.
No, I don't see that. Now, Hendon had some time 2 years ago, and 2 out of the 5 offensive linemen, part of that game is here, but you don't have those other 3 dudes on this offensive line. So, like, last time we played Bama, and they had Will Anderson and Dallas
Turner.
I'm about to say Dallas Baker, but that's Florida receiver. Tennessee had time to throw the ball down the football field with Jalen Hyatt.
Mm-hmm.
So we're not going to have that much time consistently, but if you can set up plays, running the football over and over and over, then suck the safeties up, then maybe max protect, do a half rollout. We saw that last week versus Florida where we tried to hit Squirrel White on the deep route. We tried to hit Chaz Nimrod on a deep route. Like, you don't have to drop back 10 times and throw deep balls, but you have to pick and choose when you do them. If you can do that, you can protect your offensive line from getting teed off on obvious passing downs.
I think it was at the Combine. It was at least through the draft process. Will Anderson was asked who's the best tackle he went up against. He said Darnell. That was a huge difference in Tennessee's ability to win in 2022.
Yeah, 100%, man. Darnell was good, and Jeremiah Crawford was good, too, in that game. Now, that probably was his best game of his career. Had the coolest moment, too.
That was his vomit game.
Yep. I like the way he played it off, shaking his head up and down like, yeah, come and get some. Very intimidating.
Yeah.
So, can you just get drastically better? I'm not going to say we are, but you can play better. And I think that's what you should ask for.
It is funny to think this is more for the offense, I guess, but for the offense overall going through the issues, that there are some get-right opportunities against Bama's defense.
There is. I mean, there's some youth there in the secondary. Now, the athletic, we saw that in the Georgia game, but Georgia was able to storm back in the second half and put up a lot of passing yards. So if you are Tennessee, man, you look at that film and you try to do some of the same things Georgia was able to do in the second half.
We'll continue the conversation, 865-656-9900 if you would like to join us. Bama comes to town this weekend. It's a huge game as we enter the second half of the college football season. We'll continue right here on Josh and Swain.
They say the best things in life are free. Streaming 99.1, the sports animal proves it.
Fellas, if something is off, it may mean you have low testosterone, lacking motivation and drive, gaining some weight, noticing a loss of muscle mass, or just feeling tired. Well, you need to get your levels checked. You can do that at Low T Center with their on-site lab. Results will come back to you really quickly in about 25 minutes or so. Their physicians specialize in treating low testosterone replacement therapy, or TRT, for each and every patient. They also have over a decade of experience helping patients achieve life-changing results. And super important, their personal treatment plans are optimized for each patient. These are not basic standard treatments. They have a convenient physician monitor at-home treatment plan as well, which is my favorite. This is shipped right to your home each month without the need to come in for weekly visits. You can get your health evaluated as well for treatment with prescription GLP-1 weight loss medications. You can look your best, you can feel your best. The first step is to go to the website. That's lowtcenter.com to book your appointment online today. That's lowtcenter.com. Low T Center, reinventing men's healthcare.
This has been a paid announcement.
Shop the Sherwin-Williams fall sale and get 30% off paints and stains from October 11th through the 21st. With prices starting at $34.29, it's the perfect time to transform your space with color. Whether you're looking to revamp your bedroom, living room, or home office, we have you covered with bold hues, soothing neutrals, and everything in between. Shop the sale online or visit your neighborhood Sherwin-Williams store. Retail sales only. Some exclusions apply. See store for details.
Sometimes I struggle to get to sleep. My body stopped for the day, but my mind is still running. So I take ZzzQuil.
ZzzQuil, the world's #1 sleep aid brand, has a range of non-habit-forming products to fit you and your family's needs. Invest in a great night's sleep for the best you tomorrow.
I'm awake and ready to take on anything.
Better days start with ZzzQuil nights. Explore our products at ZzzQuil.com. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Model year-end savings at Twin City Nissan. The 2024s must go. Up to $10,000 off MSRP and 0% financing available. TwinCityNissan.com. VIN number RN397401. Some restrictions apply. Subject to credit approval. Ends 10/31/24.
Fantastic customer service, a knowledgeable team, expert craftsmen, and so many 5-star reviews. Hi, I'm Rick Terry with Rick Terry Jewelry Designs. My family and I have been serving West Knoxville and Farragut for well over 30 years. If you've never checked us out, please do. Better yet, come see us for yourself. On the corner of Kingston Pike and Campbell Station Road, look for the topiary of the Big Diamond Ring. Rick Terry Jewelry Designs. We want to be your jeweler.
Join Josh and Swain this Wednesday live from his security on Kingston Pike from noon to 3. Brought to you by Axiom Wealth Management. World-class solutions with tangible results, offering a tailored approach to financial security for every season of life.
Web at coverall.com.
Ready to stuff your face this Thanksgiving? But first, make some room. The 2024 Regal Knoxville Turkey Trot and Little Gobblers Kids Run in downtown Knoxville is this Thanksgiving. Register today at KnoxvilleTurkey.com. It's holiday fun for the whole family with race day t-shirts, awards, refreshments, and proceeds go to Variety, a children's charity. Sign up for both the Turkey Trot and the Little Gobblers Kids Run for discounted pricing. Do good and feel good this holiday season. Visit KnoxvilleTurkey.com.
I'm Chelsea Messenger, helping you beat the books with BetQL. Game 2 of the ALCS is tonight in New York between the Guardians and the Yankees. New York sends ace Garrett Cole to the mound, looking to go up 2-0 in the series with Cleveland. Cole went 7 innings, giving up just 1 run in his last playoff start. The BetQL model is backing Cole and the Yankees here in Game 2 as well. Their 5-star best bet is taking New York on the money line over Cleveland. Bet smarter and beat the books with BetQL, and download the BetMGM app today.
Whether you're ordering wings for the game, whipping up a 7-layer dip, or ordering pizza, there's something about football that makes you want to eat. And this football season, Uber Eats has the best deals on game day food. No matter what you're craving, from 2-for-1 pizza to buy one, get one wings, Uber Eats will be dropping new deals each week, all season long. Uber Eats, official on-demand delivery partner of the NFL. Order now. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details.
From the Budweiser studios of The Sports Animal, we are 99.1 The Sports Animal.
This is Josh and Swain. Thanks for being with us. VFL, former Tennessee wide receiver Jason Swain is here. He signed with Tennessee in 2003, arriving in Knoxville from Huntsville, Alabama. Big week with Tennessee getting ready to host the Tide. Do you want to know what SP Plus projects for the game? Want to know, not want to know?
Absolutely.
Tied by 3. So right there with the point spread.
All right.
Field goal game. You got a shot.
What did they project 2 years ago? Tied by 2 scores, right?
And I will say that's rounding up because the projected margin exactly is 2.3. That's less than a field goal. I don't know what SP Plus was 2 years ago. That's a good question.
I mean,
the point spread was 2 scores.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, point spread wise, Tennessee, according to the odds makers, has a much better shot this time than 2 years ago. And you know how it went 2 years ago.
that's right. So I'm not worried about the point spread. I'm not worried about the analytics or what the experts say in this one, because kneeling effect is real, and we got to do a really good job coming out first possession, whether that's offense or defense, and give your crowd a reason to not be nervous, because there was a lot of nervous energy Saturday. And with the turnover on the first possession, it zapped the energy out of the building. And it took for a young man dancing on the Jumbotron 80 times throughout the game to keep that energy until late when Tennessee took the lead, and then the rest was history. But we need the crowd to be loud. We need to create a very hostile environment, tough place for the offense to communicate from the opening tip.
Why didn't you dance on the Jumbotron? What happened there?
Why what?
Why didn't you dance on the Jumbotron?
Because I don't dance.
Oh.
Yeah, I just do.
You make money moves?
I don't dance. I make money moves. I do a little two-step, but I don't dance. All I do is this. So I'm not a dancer, man.
You talk your talk?
Yeah, I'm not a dancer. Shout out to Goody Mob. But no, I don't dance, man. That's not my strength. I know my strengths. I know my weaknesses. I mean, I'm not gonna embarrass myself. I'm good to go. You won't see me on any Dancing of the Stars or none of that stuff. No, sir.
Okay.
Not a dancer.
We could fire up the Josh and Swain TikTok channel if you want me to. Let me know.
I do not want you to.
Okay. Yeah. Let's say hello to Jeff. Jeff, we want to say hello to you. Thanks for calling in to Josh and Swain. What's on your mind?
Hey, guys. Yeah, good afternoon to both of you guys. Just got a question for both of you, but mainly Jason. Offense, when there's a pass play called, is there always a receiver going, 5 to 10 yards, or is it they're all going deep?
Well, you want a nice route distribution. You want spacing. You want a deep option. You want an intermediate option. You want a short option on most passing plays. Sometimes, you're trying to flood one area of the field or one side of the field. Other times, you have a full read, and so you want to push the safeties back, have that deep option, but still be able to throw the ball, in an intermediate area, 10, 15 yards. If you can't get that, then, you throw it to your short option and let him pick up as many yards as possible. So it just really depends. I mean, you don't want what happened on Saturday when you had two receivers in the same area. Somebody ran the wrong route. So it just really depends on the passing play, but you want nice spacing because you don't want one defender to be able to guard two different people or cover two different areas at once.
Okay. Well, what about the backs having to stay in so much, trying to pass protect? Do you feel like that's hurting Nico to the point to where he doesn't have an option off his first maybe two reads, and our receivers not been able to basically break, coverage as far as the defender?
Yeah, I mean, I think,
And I appreciate it, guys. Thank you.
Right, thank you. There was one attempt to check down and throw it to Dylan Sampson, who would have had a lot of room. I think the pass was a little high. I think Nico was like trying to throw it, but not trying to throw it, and it kind of came out of his hand funny. But if you're having to keep your backs and tight ends in for protection, that's a win for defense because now you have more guys in coverage guarding less threats. It happened in the NC State game where Nico threw the first pick of the year. It was barely anyone out. It could be play design. It could be protection, issues. But you want 5 options. I mean, if you have 2 tight ends in and 2 receivers, you want all 4 of those guys to be options. And then your running back, he may chip initially, but then go out on a route. And when the quarterback gets through all of his 4 progressions, he can come back to the running back who's in his proper spot. Like, you want 5 options. But if you're having pass protection issues, 5 maybe turn into 4 and maybe even 3. You might have to leave a tight end in 12 personnel.
Alabama's defense has had issues with running backs out of the backfield, shovel passes, getting it to a guy in short range who's then able to pick up yardage. I think 9 or 10 passes were completed to running backs by South Carolina last weekend.
That's great. That's great for Tennessee. I mean, it's great for our two backs who can catch the ball out of the backfield. And that takes a lot of pressure off Nico and the offensive line, having to rely on the offensive line to block to push the ball down the football field to your receivers. You don't have to just throw it to your receivers. You can throw it to your tight ends and your backs. So that's a great development.
Yeah, Sanders, Rocket Sanders, he's a good player. Transfer from Arkansas at
really
South Carolina. He caught 4 passes. Attaway caught 7. So maybe it wasn't 9 or 10. At least 7 or 8 passes to running backs this past weekend.
Yeah, that's good. That's real good. And listen, if you have the time and those backers are trying to take that away, that means there's a void behind them. Like if you have a running back going up 5 yards and turning around right in front of the middle linebacker, and the backer has to make a decision. Does he want to stop that, or is he more concerned with what probably is a route coming into his area behind him? And so you just kind of high-low that defender and make yourself right. But you got to have time. You got to have the composure. You got to make sure you carry out the right mechanics so you can deliver the football accurately too.
About a minute to go in the hour. Brandon texts in and says, Josh, I'm convinced Jason Swain is vastly underselling his dancing ability. Always enjoyed the show.
That little kid can dance better than me.
Well, yeah, no doubt about that,
Yeah,
I'm sure.
But I'm saying
better than most of us.
Well, he can dance better than people that can't dance.
Right.
And I'm one of those people. And that's okay. That is okay. I don't pretend to dance. I don't pretend to I may joke around here and there, but I am not a dancer. You will not see me as a backup dancer for, Beyonce or Taylor Swift or anybody on tour.
Hitch, Will Smith told Kevin James' character, just keep it in, snapping and moving.
Yeah, that's it. Keep it easy.
Okay.
Yeah, keep it easy.
That's what we'll do here on the show with 2 hours to go. 865-656-9900 to join us on Josh and Swain.
They started tempting us with fall treats earlier than ever this year. Hey, this is Heather Harrington, and the start of fall means the holidays and all those sweet treats are right around the corner. And this is your reminder to stay ahead of the game with Fort Sanders Health and Fitness Center. Don't let the PSLs and the tailgate food derail all of your hard work. Keep those workouts going strong all fall long and keep that waistline in check, too. You can do so many different workouts at Fort Sanders Health and Fitness Center. They have every type of cardio machine, a state-of-the-art weight room with free weights and machines, and they have 85 group fitness classes each week that range from yoga to bar to boot camp, and of course, my favorite, spin sprint. You can swim in the indoor heated pool all year round, and the outdoor heated pool is still open. There's no excuses at Fort Sanders Health and Fitness Center. All memberships are month-to-month with no long-term contracts, and the family membership comes with that free child care. Call 531-5000.com.
Hey, East Tennessee, this is Jake Newton at West Knoxville Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. As part of the nation's largest dealer group, you can choose from a $12 million inventory and get savings like this. 2008 Dodge Caliber for just $1988. Plus, come by today to register for your chance to win tickets to the Tennessee-Alabama game this Saturday. Visit us online or stop by the Knoxville Mega Dealer at Walker Springs and Kingston Pike, where the deals are huge. Stock number 8D560536A. Price does not match licensing costs, registration fees, taxes, and dealer doc fee of $7.99. Paid by consumer. Expires 10/31/2024.
If you've ever dreamed about upgrading your kitchen or bath, now is the time with custom cabinets from Gray Hodges. For over 75 years, Gray Hodges has been the region's trusted source for custom cabinets, like Timberlake cabinets, the perfect choice for upgrading your kitchen and bath. Timberlake cabinets are fully customizable with beautiful styles to fit all price ranges. Plus, they are built to last and come with a Timberlake warranty guarantee. Visit one of Gray Hodges' 4 area showrooms today to see why Timberlake is the perfect choice. Gray Hodges, employee-owned, service perfect.
Wow, these bank fees are flat out ridiculous. And forget about trying to get a car or home loan. So, who do you do your banking with, Sharon?
Me? I don't.
You don't use a bank?
No.
So what do you, like, save your money under a mattress? Bury it in the backyard? Or maybe you borrow from some rich relative when you need a loan?
No, nothing like that. I do credit unioning.
Wait, what? Credit unioning? The heck's that?
It's kind of like banking, but so much better. Especially if you use Alcoa 10 Federal Credit Union.
Need a home loan to buy, build, or remodel the home of your dreams, but not sure what loan option is right for you? Alcoa 10 can help. Their lending team can assist you in finding the solution that best fits your needs. Alcoa 10 Federal Credit Union, the clear choice. Your less red tape banking alternative. Go to atfcu.com for details. Member NCUA, an equal housing lender.
It doesn't matter if your shopping list is a single item or as long as your arm. Chances are you'll find what you need at University Commons. Conveniently located in the heart of Knoxville near the intersection of Kingston Pike and Volunteer Boulevard and within walking distance of the UT campus. At University Commons, you'll find tons of top-shelf retail stores, and it's the place to be on UT football Saturdays. Check out the great shops and restaurants at University Commons. Close to everything, nowhere near common.
Football's here and fall is in the air. It's time to get all those lawn projects done now. Dickens Turf and Landscape Supply is here to help with the best grass seed around and, of course, the highest quality equipment and zero-turn mowers with 0% financing. Dickens Turf and Landscape Supply has a new fall turf package. Get tips, a schedule, and everything you need to save money and keep your lawn looking great year-round. Dickens has stores in Knoxville, Maryville, and the new location at 620 East Emory Road in Powell. Visit online at dickenssupply.com.
Lake lovers, Tennessee Nationals having a fall sales event one day only, Saturday, October 26th. Lake Townhome Upgrade, outdoor living space upgrade, plus 2 years free boat rentals and 2 years free social membership. $10,000 off golf membership, plus 50% off a brand new golf cart. 2 years free pontoon rentals, plus 2 years free social membership. Pickleball, pools, marina, hiking trails, and much more. Saturday, October 26th. Secure your private tour, 865-408-9992, or visit TennesseeNational.com. Memories begin here.
This is WNML FM Friendsville, WNML AM Knoxville, Cumulus Media Stations, broadcasting worldwide from the Budweiser Studios. We are 99.1 The Sports Animal.
This is Andrew Perloff with a Sports Minute. The NFL is more than just a game. It's an entertainment product as well. The officials have their points of emphasis. Having a watchable game last night wasn't one of them. The barrage of penalties ruined Bills Jets. I can guarantee someone in the league office is making a call today. Officials have to chill, because the league knows people tune in for the players, not the guys in stripes. I'm Andrew Perloff.
This is an important notice to all U.S. taxpayers. The IRS is giving away billions of dollars in tax savings through a federal program called the Fresh Start Initiative to aid delinquent taxpayers. This initiative was established for anyone facing financial hardship and unable to pay their back taxes. Qualifying and enrolling in this program will stop all collections, settle your delinquent tax problem, and even reduce what you owe by thousands of dollars. Call the hotline at People's Tax Relief to see if you qualify and get this free information by dialing 800-921-8189. If you have unfiled tax returns or cannot afford to pay your personal or business back taxes, you can now get the help you need. One simple phone call can resolve your tax problem and save you thousands of dollars. To see if you qualify and to get this important free information, call 800-921-8189. 800-921-8189. 800-921-8189.
Must qualify for enrollment. Results vary. Consult with your tax professional prior to enrollment.
Shopping for a mortgage? Don't sign a thing till you call for a free quote from Fountain City Finance. 687-8200.
Josh and Swain is brought to you by McKeon Law Group. Life's troubles aren't always fun, but there's a law group in town who will help you get them done. Call Jed McKeon and the McKeon Law Group, 294-8008 and attorney-knoxville.com.
Welcome into hour number 2 of Josh and Swain. Thank you for being with us today. 1 hour down, 2 to go. You can always go back and listen to any show, anytime. Search Josh and Swain anywhere you get your podcasts, Apple, Spotify, the WNML app. You can always listen to the show on demand thanks to Beatty Chevrolet. You can watch on YouTube today. We're live on the Sports Animal YouTube channel. So you can watch the show, comment. We've got the chat running during the show. Stop by and subscribe. 99.1 Sports Animal YouTube. 865-656-9900 to join us If Tennessee loses on Saturday, will Swain be donning any Bama gear? Do you have any kind of Tennessee-Alabama apparel wager?
No. Will not be making any either.
You're not going to call up Roman Harper?
Mm-mm.
Offer him some kind of wager?
Nope.
Okay. You're 1-0 on bets this season.
Yep, I'm going to keep it at 1-0.
Okay.
Keep it at 100%.
Okay. Yep.
Not
Swain
going
beat
to
Chris
touch it.
Doring in the Tennessee-Florida bet this past weekend.
Oh, yeah, shirt is on the way. On the way.
What about calling up Jordan Rogers final week of the season? Do a little Our State bet, Tennessee Vandy.
Nope. Well, why would I do that? They're not a rival.
Oh, okay.
I'm not doing that. I'm not acknowledging that they are a threat to Tennessee football by making a wager. I'm not doing that.
Randall Cobb for the Tennessee-Kentucky game?
Nope.
Okay.
Not doing that either. Nope. I will only do those type of bets with Georgia, Florida. I don't have anybody that I really talked to from that played Alabama like that. But I wouldn't do it anyways. I can't even imagine having to wear that, man. I almost threw it from my mouth thinking about it.
What about messaging Vikings running back Aaron Jones for a little UTEP wager? Now I'm going too far. So no Bama wager, not yet, for Swain this week.
No. It will not happen.
Okay, fair enough.
1-0. Keep it that way.
Yep, 865-656-9900.
That's-
Tennessee trying to get to 6-1. And if Tennessee's 6-1, the Vols have a big shot this season. Now, 10-2 is not guaranteed because that Vanderbilt game you got to be ready for. Kentucky, you never know, but 10-2 at worst would be very much on the table for the Vols. They'll have 2 weeks to get ready for Kentucky after this Saturday, so huge advantage going in, right? UTEP's a win, Mississippi State's a win, and while Vandy you have to take more seriously than we discussed 2 months ago, I don't really need to explain why Tennessee should win that football game, right?
You don't lose to Vanderbilt.
Okay. So there you go. So this weekend, he's going to play a big role in what Tennessee's able to accomplish this year.
If you lose to Vanderbilt or Kentucky as the head coach of Tennessee, people look at you funny. They look at you different. You just want to avoid it. So you get the bye week after this week. You've played will be 3 SEC games in a row. That's a lot of beating physically on your body, and you'll need the bye week to heal up before you finish the slate versus Kentucky and Georgia and Vanderbilt. And so the bye week will come at a really good time. You have lost Keenan Peely, and, man, that hurts. But you have a lot of other guys who are sore, have nagging injuries like Squirrel White, Dante Thornton, Bryson Eason, that could use a week to rest and heal up.
What's your fear level with the Keenan Peely injury?
Oh, you talking about in terms of like the
effect
level
on the
of production?
the effect on the defense.
Production dropping off. My fear is you're one injury away from being in a really tough spot. But I got confidence in Carter and T-Lander.
Yeah, we were asked, if I pull it up, get it correctly. Yeah, given Keenan Peely's injury, is linebacker the thinnest of the defensive position groups?
Oh, without a doubt. I mean, you saw the rotation. There's no reason to even mention the defensive line. We know how deep that group is. But even at secondary, you saw the rotation early in the year, many guys playing. You didn't have many guys at linebacker playing. I mean, you had Smith, Peely, T-Lander, Carter. I mean,
yeah, Caleb Perry.
Yeah, Perry.
Mm-hmm.
But we knew going into the season that was going to be the thinnest, and you couldn't avoid an injury to Keenan Peely, Sampson, Nico, or Cooper. Well, here you are with Keenan being banged up and out for the rest of the year. But again, I got confidence in T-Lander. I got confidence in Arion Carter and Tim Banks said that the in-helmet communication won't be assigned to one specific player, but they'll kind of pick and choose who wears it and who uses it.
It helps to have that defensive line.
Yeah, 100%, man. When you play a team like Florida that so many motions and shifts, I mean, they shift it. Feels like before every play. And so it helps to have a guy at linebacker telling the linemen where to be, what holes they're responsible for, what their assignments are. And I feel like T-Lander could do that along with Arion Carter.
Chip in the text box is so confident after going to the Florida game this past weekend, by the way. He'll be back for Bama.
All right.
Says he's going to pack 2 cigars, one for the pregame and one for the dub.
I like that idea. I had 2 years ago. I had one for after the game and then one on the way home.
Okay.
So I gotta find myself some cigars for this week.
Now, I don't remember where you were on Tuesday of the game 2 years ago.
I was confident.
You were that confident on
Yeah,
Tuesday?
I
I remember on Friday. Friday you were at
was-
11. You went Spinal Tap, moved it up to an 11 on the 1 to 10 scale.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, 2 years ago on Friday, I no doubt we was going to win that game. I'll be a little higher probably on a Friday than today, but I'm at 5 right now. It's 50-50.
Now, Friday, there was also 2 years ago, there was also a little Old Forge in the mix.
Hey, man,
Literally, I guess, in that case.
It does it to you, right? But I had courage even before the liquid. I had courage because of how this team was playing at the time.
Yeah.
I mean, that LSU game on the road, that's what did it for me.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm still kind of waiting on that performance with this squad, where you have complementary football, offense and defense. Defensively, you're getting it, and that's okay. You don't need to play like you played against LSU to beat this Bama team, but you got to play better than you played against Florida.
Yeah, if Tennessee has the same first half issues this week, it's not going to be 3-0 at halftime.
No. No. No, sir. It will not be. So, man, we got to be better in special teams. Don't be kicking at the guys that just ripped off 30-yard return against you.
Mm-hmm.
You got to be a little bit better there. Those catches on those shot plays we took, we got to find a way to come down with it. We can't turn the football over. You got to be good there. And, man, you don't want to give up explosive plays on offense too, or on defense to Alabama's offense, which, listen, they're going to have plays. They're good. And you look at last week's game between Bama and South Carolina, Ron Williams had 4 catches for 32 yards. This is the same dude that had almost, 200 yards or more against Georgia. And then you turn around and only give the ball to him 4 times at home. So if you are Tennessee secondary, you better expect the ball to come to number 2, Ron Williams. It's coming. The question is, are you assigning one DB to Ron Williams, or are you just playing straight up? Say, hey, man, if he goes to the right, then you got him. If he goes to the left, then you got him. But you just know where he is and what the tendencies are. I mean, as great as he is athletically, young receivers can tip off play sometimes. You know, they develop these tendencies, and as they get older, they go away. So you may know sometimes if it's a running play by the stance and the weight he puts on his front foot, and you may know it's a pass.
Yeah, it's things that coaches see on film and prepare their players for during the week.
So you might be able to see some tendencies. I haven't watched all 22 film of Alabama, all the games they've played this year, but Tennessee has, and hopefully they can pick up on some of those tendencies.
Lance wants to know if Alabama jokes are okay now or should they be held until later in the week?
Alabama jokes are good anytime. They never expire.
Okay.
Evergreen.
Lance, if you got something for us, let us know. Alabama jokes, the gates have opened.
Yeah, there's no guarantee that we can read them, but let them fly.
There's also no guarantee that Alabama fans can read them, but that's for a different reason.
There you go, Josh.
There's one joke to close out the hour or the segment. We'll continue this hour little less than 2 to go for you to join us. Call or text in at 865-656-9900. Tennessee, Alabama on the field. We will discuss Tennessee fixing some things coming out of the Florida game. We'll discuss that and invite you to be a part of the conversation as we continue right here on Josh and Swain.
Always on, always free. Stream us free via the app, your smart speaker, your favorite streaming service, or the website at 991thesportsanimal.com.
It's Josh. I want to tell you about Wilson Brothers Plumbing. Great local company. It's a local company that we have relied on at my home. We have recommended Wilson Brothers Plumbing to friends, family, coworkers who have needed plumbing help. If you run into a problem, if you suspect you have some kind of issue that you need to get checked out, get in touch with Wilson Brothers Plumbing. They can help detect leak issues that you might not be able to see. Wilson Brothers Plumbing can help with that. Search their name on Google. You'll see a 4.9 rating of other people right here in East Tennessee, customer after customer, talking about their great experience relying on Wilson Brothers Plumbing. They have more than 23 years of experience in the industry. They are going to bring valuable wisdom and knowledge into your project that you need help with, and they are going to make sure to communicate with you every step of the project. Get in touch with Wilson Brothers Plumbing if you need help with remodeling, if you need help fixing a problem. Visit wilsonbrothersplumbing.com to learn more or to schedule service. That's wilsonbrothersplumbing.com. Wilson Brothers, the proof is in the plumbing.
This has been a paid announcement.
Elevate your products today with Native Nursery. Now open to contractors and landscapers. We're your one-stop destination, offering quality wholesale plants, trees, and landscaping materials. We'll even take your leaves and hardscape waste for a low flat rate. If you are a contractor or landscaper, make Native Nursery your go-to location today.
Call or come by and see Ben and Ted. 865-315-0123 and 3473 Louisville Road. 5 minutes from Pellissippi off the Topside Road exit.
Citra RY 200-993. Purchase price $19,829. Ultima RA 399,573. Purchase price $23,621. 0% financing on select models. Number one dealer based on August 2024 RDR report. All offers with approved credit cannot combine offers.
Hey, Tennessee, Scott Gropp here, and I'm ready to rock your world during Oak Ridge Nissan's Rocktoberfest of savings. Get into a new Nissan Sentra for only $19,829, or a Nissan Altima starting at $23,621. Or how about interest rates as low as 0% APR? If your trade-in's on its last leg like an old 80s hairband, rock up to $8,000 over Kelly Blue Book so we can pay it off no matter what you owe. And don't forget, this month, Oak Ridge Nissan is donating $50 for every car sold for breast cancer awareness. We've got the cure to save thousands of dollars, and now we're giving thousands of dollars to find the cure for breast cancer. So make that 10-minute drive and save thousands of dollars. It's a Rocktoberfest of savings, and that's why
you're gonna drive to Oak Ridge Nissan.
It's football time in Tennessee, which means it's also time to fire up the grill. Whether you're cruising with the Vol Navy, manning the fort, or cheering on from home, Food City is the Vol Nation's tailgating headquarters. Tailgate prep is a breeze with fresh gourmet burgers, in-store made kebabs, and mouth-watering shrimp platters. Then stop by the deli for delicious chicken fingers and fresh meat signature sides to complete the perfect tailgate.
Food City, the official supermarket of the Vols.
Do you have stuff that you need gone? Then give a buzz to Jumpy Gone. Created right here in Knoxville, we've been serving the community for the last 20 years. Full service, driveway dumpsters, secure document shredding, and demolition. We can take sheds, pools, hot tubs, swing sets, mobile homes, and even a kitchen sink.
Bless his heart. Let me translate for y'all. They're local folks. Give us a buzz at 865-675-5865 or book online at jumpbegone.biz.
When there's stuff that you want gone, give a buzz to Jumpy Gone.
99.1 The Sports Animal presents FanDuel Football Friday, powered by FanDuel Sportsbook. Insight from all your favorite Sports Animal shows on the next day's Tennessee game. FanDuel Football Fridays on 99.1 The Sports Animal.
Join Josh and Swain this Wednesday live from his security on Kingston Pike from noon to 3. Brought to you by Axiom Wealth Management. World-class solutions with tangible results, offering a tailored approach to financial security for every season of life.
Thanks for being with us. Michael texted in. Kalen DeBoer said he's only going to dress 10 players this weekend to play Tennessee. He said the others can dress themselves. Classic there from Michael in Knoxville.
That is good. Never gets old. Never gets old. Can be used. You can interchange it with different teams and players. It's a great one.
Yeah. Yep.
Very versatile joke.
Mm-hmm. Michael, we appreciate you. Let's see here. I can't use that one. But this one works. This is a football note. The greatest threat in college football is having a quarterback that can run and move the chains. Tennessee needs to be ready for that with Jalen Milroe. Now, Nico also has the ability to run. Make some plays that way as well.
Yeah, anytime you have a quarterback that can run, man, it's a disadvantage for the defense because you have an extra blocker. And so those running backs leading the way, especially in the red zone. Like, one thing Nick Sheridan has done as offensive coordinator, you're going to get Jalen Milroe running the football in the red zone. You're going to get that. Every time I turn on the game and see Bama play, whether it's versus Georgia, whether it's versus South Carolina, when they get in the red zone, Jalen Milroe is running the football. So you better be ready for that.
Their backs are good. I think Jam Miller and Justice Haynes, they're not.
Wasn't they preseason higher than Dylan Sampson?
Haynes was, yeah.
Why? Because he plays for Alabama.
Partly,
right?
yes.
Yeah.
But the funny thing is one writer who covers Alabama is like, I'm not even sure Haynes is the right pick. Like, we don't know who's going to be the lead guy. So, yeah, right now, if there were a vote, Dylan's first team All-SEC.
Dylan might be Offensive Player of the Year.
He's one of the top candidates. Milroe and Sampson are two of the top candidates for sure.
Yeah. 15 touchdowns?
Yeah, leads the league in rush yards per game, and touchdowns. And pretty good gap now.
He's doing this with the offensive line not playing well.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's also insane. He's a stud. He'll have to be one on Saturday, too.
Yeah, he scored all their touchdowns in the last two games. He scored 6 consecutive touchdowns from UT going back to the Oklahoma first half.
Man, that's great for Dylan Sampson. That's not great for.
That's not a great Tennessee stat.
Yeah, that's not a good Tennessee stat.
Tennessee still has 1 touchdown to a receiver against power conference teams.
Yeah, it's time to. It's time for Chris Brazel to have a breakout game. Last game was good, but we need more. And he can only catch the balls that come to him.
Right.
He had 1 catch on the sideline. His foot was out of bounds. Had a great catch across the middle. Don't know his status because he got hit pretty good, and he ain't the biggest. So hopefully he's okay. But I think Chris Brazel has proved that he deserves more targets. Him and Squirrel, Thornton has proved that based on what he's done so far this year. But he's banged up. It seems like with that knee. Surprised that he didn't play more than he did, considering he finished the Arkansas game. But this is a Chris Brazel game, I think.
I know he's dealt with the hand issue, but Brew McCoy hasn't produced a ton, at least in the last couple of games. But again, I know he's dealt with an injury. I don't know if that's affecting how often the ball is going to go his way.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know the extent of his pain. I don't know his pain tolerance. I don't know how it affects his ability to catch the football. I don't know that. I mean, the only thing I can relate to is having a dislocated finger trying to catch the ball. But I can't imagine catching the ball with what Brew got going on right now.
Would Dylan be in the Heisman talk
Should
if
be.
Tennessee was undefeated?
Should be. Yep. Same reason why Nico was in the Heisman talk. He had the 5th best odds. And honestly, Sampson deserved to be in that spot over Nico, but Nico was the quarterback of an undefeated team at the time. But, yeah, Dylan Sampson deserves to be, in the conversation now. 15 touchdowns in the SEC? Come on, man.
Yeah, the top running back getting the attention right now is Ashton Genty.
He's the truth.
It's outrageous watching him.
Yeah, he's the truth.
He looks kind of like a creative player in a video game, just how easy he makes it look.
Well, he looks like a creative player with his stance.
Yeah.
Pre-snap, he just stands straight up.
Yeah, like he's not going to be bothered.
Yeah,
to get down.
He just knows he's about to go rip off a 40-yard run and make about 4 or 5 dudes miss.
You're right.
And go score a touchdown. His stance is scary. But yeah, he's killing it right now. He is leading. Travis Hunter, who got hurt last week, looks like he has second best odds, but I think Dylan Sampson deserves to be, up there in the top 5. Now, Dylan Gabriel did a lot for himself this past weekend too at Oregon, but Dylan Sampson deserves more conversation.
Yeah, Cam Ward at Miami.
Yeah, he deserves he deserves to be up there too. He's gotten a lot of conversation, but he deserves to be up there.
Yeah, be good to see a Ward win the Heisman again.
Yeah, your cousin Charlie was the last one, huh?
That's right. Yep. So, get the award back in the family. If it's not Dylan.
Man, Dylan, if you're Alabama, you probably feel like, hey, we just got to stop Dylan Sampson, and that's it.
I could be wrong here,
Probably.
so tell me if I am. I'm due.
Chances are you probably are.
But I feel like Dylan deserves more appreciation for what he's doing.
From?
Everybody. Media, fans, everybody.
What media? National or local? Because local, I feel like he's...
national more.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. But, people, man, they're simpletons. People can be simpletons sometimes, man. You get so hyper-focused on quarterback.
Yes.
Quarterback this, quarterback that, man. Quarterback got to do this, man. Quarterback can't do that. There's other guys that play. And in this case, Dylan Sampson is wrecking shop in the toughest conference in the land, the best conference in the land. He should be getting more recognition, national conversation.
So I'm not wrong. He deserves more love overall, just
in
the big picture. Yeah, Dylan
He
Sampson.
does, but do it this week, you don't have to worry about that.
Yeah.
He'll get it. He'll get it.
Yeah, I hadn't paid close enough attention. I didn't realize Genty's the favorite right now for the Heisman. Genty, then Dylan Gabriel, Cam Ward, Jalen Milroe, and 2 guys tied for the 5th best odds, Cade Klubnik and Travis Hunter. Then Carson Beck, Quinn Ewers, Jackson Dart's not winning it, Garrett Nussmeier. So, once you get to...
See what I'm talking about, man?
Yeah.
Garrett Nussmeier.
He had the big drive against Ole Miss.
I don't care.
Yeah, it's just a bunch of quarterbacks.
Exactly.
Drew Aller.
Drew what?
Penn State.
Oh, my God.
Unbeaten.
Oh,
Curtis Rourke at Indiana. Shedeur Sanders at Colorado. Will Howard at Ohio State.
Will Howard? He don't know how much time he got on the clock.
And then you get to Jeremiah Smith and Ryan Williams at 75-1. I mean, they're not real candidates.
No Dylan Sampson.
Dylan Sampson is 150-1. He is behind Virginia Tech's quarterback, Quinshon Judkins at Ohio State. Nico is 9-1. I'm sorry, 90-1, not 9. So Dylan is behind Nico by a considerable margin.
Okay. It's a quarterback award. We know that.
Mm-hmm.
It is a quarterback award. It's not an award for the best college football player in the country. It is not. It's an offensive quarterback award. That's what it is. So weird.
All right, so that's my takeaway from the segment. Let's get some more love for Dylan Sampson. If he's behind Nico, with all due respect to Nico, if he's behind Nico in the Heisman odds, that would confirm Dylan's not getting enough attention.
That's about to change this weekend, buddy.
Over under 1.5 touchdowns for Dylan on Saturday.
Over.
Okay. There you go. They're at 14 points to start out. That's pretty good.
There has to be. Well, how many points Alabama's going to score when
well,
he scores his
Tennessee
2?
will have to count on more than that.
Yeah, yeah. I think you got to get
14's not beating Bama on Saturday, would be my guess.
Got to get to 30, I think.
Yep. Deshaun Bishop in the text box. Deshaun Bishop deserves more attention, too. Hey, he's doing a good job. He's not going to get national attention. He's a backup running back, but he's done a nice job in the role. Pass protection needs to be better.
Yeah, he's getting local attention.
But with the football, Deshaun Bishop has run hard, and he has earned that RB2 spot.
Yeah, let's not get carried away there. I mean, Deshaun Bishop is doing a good job, but Dylan Sampson got 15 touchdowns.
He has 15 touchdowns. Yeah.
15 touchdowns.
He's going to crush the single-season touchdown record at Tennessee.
Yeah. 15, okay? So local attention, absolutely. I mean, local product doing his thing. It was a walk-on. He's beating out scholarship running backs right now, but national, that's Dylan Sampson.
Eggman says, Josh, tell Swain it's a quarterback award as long as there's not a Tennessee quarterback in the running. I think he's referencing the 97 Heisman.
Yeah, you don't have to type "tell Swain." You can just kind of just say it.
That's what he said.
And then we'll read it, and then I'll hear it, and I will get the same information. The same way.
Here's another text.
And
It's a quarterback award unless you're talking about Peyton. That was not directed to you. That was in general.
Yeah.
Eggman wanted me to let you know.
I appreciate that. I did. I knew that. I have been made aware several occasions about how Tennessee fans feel about the Heisman because of Peyton Manning. I get it.
All right, we cracked that one open. Thanks, Eggman. We appreciate the text, 865-656-9900.
Tell Eggman we're about to take a break.
We are, Eggman. We'll talk to you when we come back. 90 minutes to go on Josh and Swain.
I'm John Wilkerson, announcer for Tennessee Baseball. WVLT TV's Brittany Tarwater and I will be emceeing the Dream Connection Gala with Tony Vitello coming up October 24th at Rothschild Event Center on Kingston Pike. It'll be a great evening. Cocktails, dinner, silent and live auctions, music, and be the event night of the year. Only a few sponsor opportunity levels remain. You can support the event as a sponsor or purchase tickets by visiting dreamconnection.org. That's dreamconnection.org.
Join all of Knoxville this Thursday for the 3rd annual tailgate event at Smokies, next to Starbucks near West Town Mall. Great food, prizes, including a Traeger smoker grill, and you can check out the Tennessee Game Day cigar. All at Smokies this Thursday. Knoxville Cigar Store.
The great thing about sports is it never stops. Here's another 60-second sports minute on the Sports Animal.
The New York Jets are finalizing a trade to acquire star wide receiver Devontae Adams from the Las Vegas Raiders. The Raiders will receive a conditional 3rd-round draft pick that could improve to a 2nd-round selection if certain conditions are met. The Jets will also assume the balance of Adams' remaining salary. His current contract runs through 2026. The deal also reunites Adams with former quarterback Aaron Rodgers from their time in Green Bay together. Major League Baseball Championship Series, the Mets defeated the Dodgers 7-3 to tie the NLCS at 1 game apiece. The Yankees take Game 1 in the ALCS with a 5-2 win over the Guardians. Those two teams meet again at Yankee Stadium tonight at 7:30. The Nashville Predators are in action tonight against the Seattle Kraken at 8 o'clock. Other NHL games at 7. Canucks visit the Lightning. Capitals host the Golden Knights. Devils get the Hurricanes. Blue Jackets take on the Panthers. Wild visit the Blues at 7:30. Sharks get the Stars at 8. Flames host the Blackhawks at 9. And the Flyers take on the Oilers at 10. I'm Joel Silverberg.
Hey, it's Josh. I want to tell you about Ted Russell Ford, locally owned and operated every single day. They are focused on making sure your customer experience at Ted Russell Ford is top of the line, that it is exactly what you expect when you go in shopping for your vehicle. They will help you find what you're looking for. If you have a specific type of vehicle in mind, you can get in touch with Ted Russell Ford. You can go to the website, tedrussellford.net, and check out the inventory. Call them. Tell them what you're looking for. If you need work trucks, they can help you get exactly what you need, however many trucks you need. Their lineup of trucks in the F-Series, the Maverick, the Ranger, their Super Duty trucks, the Ford F-150 Lightning, gives you so many different options to consider to help you find what you need. Same with their lineup of SUVs. The Ford Expedition is a wonderful big family SUV option. The Ford Explorer is great. If you don't need as much space, they have the Ford Edge available. So many options to choose from. They'll help you find what you need both on Parkside Drive and on Kingston Pike and online at tedrussellford.net.
This has been a paid announcement.
Are you looking to sell your home? Call or text 505-7455. I'll guarantee you 100% of market value or I'll pay you the difference. Tracy King here with Your Home Sold Guarantee Realty. Call or text me at 505-7455 to sell your home at 100% market value guaranteed or I'll pay you the difference. It's that easy at Your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty. Call or text me now 505-7455 and start packing.
Seller and Tracy must agree upon a price and possession date. Brokerage phone number is 365-2280.
Is your heater giving you the cold shoulder this winter? Take comfort. An Amana brand heat pump is just what you need to get your house back to cozy. Plus, Amana brand heat pumps are efficient, quiet, and all electric. Upgrade with one of America's most trusted brands, Amana brand, and take control of your comfort. Give us a call today.
Visit GrissomHeatandAir.com for the HVAC installation, repair, and services you need. Grissom, your trusted local Amana dealer.
Amana is a registered trademark of Maytag Corporation or its related companies and is used under license. All rights reserved.
Adventure awaits in the all-new Range Rover Sport. Available now only at Land Rover Knoxville. The all-new 2024 Range Rover Sport models are in stock now at the only authorized Range Rover and Land Rover dealership and certified service center in the Knoxville area. We have an incredible selection of pre-owned vehicles, and very attractive lease and financing options are available as well. Come test drive the all-new Range Rover Sport, only at Land Rover Knoxville.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today? So you've got an oil change coming up. You can go farther and save on full synthetic with our oil change special. Right now, you can get 5 quarts of Valvoline Advanced Full Synthetic with an STP Extended Life oil filter for just $35.99. Get the parts you need when you need them at AutoZone or AutoZone.com.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
Did you know every 3 seconds someone is a victim of identity theft? LifeLock wants to give you helpful tips to protect your identity this Cybersecurity Awareness Month. Adding multi-factor authentication, like a text with a security code, is one way to boost your security. But for comprehensive protection, trust LifeLock. LifeLock alerts you to suspicious uses of your personal info and steps in to resolve issues that arise, guaranteed or your money back. Protect yourself with a 30-day free trial at lifelock.com. Use promo code NEWS. Terms apply.
Join 99.1 The Sports Animal this Sunday morning at 10 a.m. for the NFL Report. John Wilkerson and a rotating group of the Sports Animal staff discuss the games, players, trades, and injuries that make the NFL the most popular pro sport in the country. For over 20 years, the NFL Report is the place to start your pro football Sunday. This week, join the NFL Report at Bullfish Grill, 2441 Parkway in Pigeon Forge.
This report is sponsored by York Factory Direct.
We exceed your expectations with HVAC products built to the highest quality and sustainability standards and tested under various extreme conditions to ensure reliability and efficiency. York, built to work. Visit york.com/become a contractor.
Frost out there on your Tuesday. We'll have it again for many spots over the next several days as the big blast of cold fall air is finally here that we've been first alerting you to for well over a week. Only 64 high temperature with a cool northwest wind and a wind chill. A couple sprinkles and mountaintop snow showers tonight. From the WVLT Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Ben Cathy.
Who's the only Nissan dealer with a lifetime warranty and a free car wash? Ted Russell Nissan. Hey folks, you're lunch with Ted Russell Nissan. Come see us today for the best deal you'll ever make on a brand new Nissan. Ted Russell Nissan, right here on Kingston Pike.
Ted Russell Nissan. We got it going on.
Josh and Swain is brought to you by McKeon Law Group. Whether you're facing divorce, injury, or any legal strife has come your way, there's one call to make to Jed McKeon and the McKeon Law Group, 294-8008 and attorney-knoxville.com.
Free on the radio, free on the app, free on our website. You can hear 99.1 The Sports Animal free anytime, anywhere. All fact, no fluff. Honest, credible sports information from two guys that know the facts. Here's Josh and Swain on The Sports Animal.
Back on Josh and Swain. Thanks for being with us. 865-656-9900 to join us. Shout out to Tracy also noting if Michigan has a DB in the mix, can change things up with the Heisman race. Tracy in the YouTube chat.
Yeah, I've heard.
Didn't tell me to tell you that, though.
Yeah, I'm aware.
In the text box before we open up the phone line, Swain said 30 points, but 20 would have been good enough to win every game thus far. I realize it's a different animal, but why mess with a good thing? First to 20 wins on Saturday.
Alabama's offense is good. Alabama offense presents more problems than any other offense we've played so far this year. You have dynamic player in Ryan Williams on the outside, and you have a dynamic quarterback. So that's why I'm saying, 30, because if you're not able to put up points, and I'm talking about touchdowns, not field goals, we have a really good defense. But if you're beating yourself with penalties, 3 and outs, at some point the defense is going to get tired and they're going to surrender points. And so it would be great if our offense could help our defense out a little bit more and put up more points. So I'm saying 30 to be safe, because you got to think about Florida moved the ball. They just messed up in the red zone. Arkansas moved the ball. They just messed up in the red zone. So I feel like you're playing with fire a little bit there.
Yes.
At some point, a team is going to score touchdowns instead of fumbling the ball at the 1-yard line, missing field goals, failing
Arkansas
to get
had
to the end
that
zone.
drop touchdown in the end zone right through the breadbasket.
Yeah, so that's why I'm saying 30 points.
Yeah, I'm with you. Let's say hello to Rick on Josh and Swain. Rick, thank you for calling in. Good afternoon. What's on your
Hey
mind?
guys, how you doing today?
Hey, Rick.
Hey, I tell you what. After the win last week, I tell you, I was at a Tennessee club, and I'm belong to a Tennessee club. I tell you what, you talking about hooping and hollering. We finally beat Florida. I just want to tell you, it reminds me of, how people are ragging on Nico. I remember something. I'm going back to my arch files. There was another young quarterback, number 16. I remember watching the first game he started against UCLA, and, he was put to the fire. And, and look where he's at now, in the Hall of Fame. And, he was, he won good games. He lost some bad, games too. But, he started off in his first game, and, look what happened to him. I think they just if they leave him alone, let him do his stuff, and listen to the coaches instead of, let him listen to the press or whatever, he'll be a good quarterback. I got faith in him. And, true, he overshot some receivers last week. But, just keep on, give him confidence and, and then he can probably be another Peyton Manning. Well, stat-wise and all that stuff. What do you think about that?
Nico's going to be fine. I don't have a concern about Nico. He has all the physical tools. Obviously, he needs to play a little bit better, but he's a true freshman in my eyes. I mean, this is his first time starting. Going through SEC schedule. I mean, his first start was against Iowa, that couldn't bust a grape in a fruit fry offensively, and so he was able to make mistakes and still win without the opponent scoring a point. The SEC is different, and
I know.
So I'm not worried about Nico. I don't expect him to make every perfect throw. I expect him to play better in terms of delivering the football when he does have time. But I expect guys around him to play better too. They have to. So I don't understand why people like ragging on the quarterback. Here's a young man that decided to come to Tennessee that could have went anywhere in the country, and we ought to be thankful we got him. To be honest.
Yeah, and look at Peyton. When he was, a senior in high school, he could have gone everywhere. He could have gone anywhere to, but he chose Tennessee, and he finished. He started his career wearing orange, and he ended his career, wearing orange. He was fired upon. He was put in the ring of fire, as they say. But he did. Just let him do his stuff. That's all I have to say, guys.
Yeah. Thank you. Appreciate the phone call.
Thanks, Rick.
He's not missing receivers by 10 yards like we saw 2021, when Joe Milton was the starting quarterback. I get some of the criticism going towards Joe Milton because there were terrible throws. Guys didn't have a shot at all. This is an inch. The throw to Squirrel, that was an inch. Chaz Nimrod, that was an inch. Brazel probably could have had some better body control and got a foot in, but that was an inch. So it's not like he is drastically off target. Of course, he needs to be better, but I just never really understood ragging on your own quarterback that is giving it all he has, and that's what Nico has done for the last 2 games. I've seen Nico in the loss put too much on himself, blame himself for the loss, and last week I didn't know if he was going to be able to walk out the locker room. I mean, dude's putting it on the line. And so my man deserves some grace. I think it's easy to sit on your couch and throw shade and talk when you probably can't chew bubble gum, walk at the same time. And I just don't think it's cool to do it to one of your own. Like, it's one of your own. It's your own player. Like, grace. Give him some grace. It'd be helpful if he has some more protection.
I'm with you on all of that. The only exception I would add is he's not a true freshman anymore. It is his second year in the program.
He played 1 game last season in a bowl game. If we want to sit here and count those trash games, you can do that. I'm not, because this is his first time playing against SEC opponents. So I know he's not technically a true freshman, but this is his first time starting. You can be in the system, you can be in the program, know the plays, but this is his first time going up against SEC pass rushers. And it's different than anything that he experienced in practice when he was behind Joe Milton last year.
Yeah, I get all that.
Yeah, like he needs to play better. Don't get me wrong. I'm not making excuses for him there. But we're acting like he's Joe Milton as a third-year player or a senior. Like, he's not. Like, he's going to make some mistakes. We knew that going into the season, that he's going to make mistakes, and he's making them. But at the same time, we also understood that guys around him need to play better, and that is not happening.
Charles in the text box. What do you call a genius in Alabama?
A myth.
A Tennessee alum.
That's a good one.
Think about the Tennessee alums this week down there in the state of Alabama.
Yeah, I forgot. I got an uncle down there in South Alabama, Talladega. He's been trying to small talk this week. Hey, you doing all right? Hey, I'm good. What you want? Hey, just checking on you. Hey, man, that was the weather and stuff. That was a couple weeks ago. You not slick. What you want? I just hope you and the family good. We all right. We all right. Talk to you next week. Leave me alone.
So, speaking of the weather, welcome to winter. Today's the first day of winter.
I felt great this morning.
Personal policy.
I love it.
The first day that the temperature hits below 40 is the start of winter. So we skipped on past fall. Winter is here.
I love this weather, man.
It did feel good this morning.
Yeah, it is
really
fescue time in Tennessee.
We'll come back, 865-656-9900. Swain's focus mostly on Tennessee, Alabama. Other things going on as well as we continue the conversation on Josh and Swain.
Caller 5 to 656 wins gets to make your best guess at the Tennessee final score this week. If yours is the guess chosen and it's correct, you can pick any Ford or Lincoln on the Ted Russell lot up to $75,000. Caller 5 right now to 656-9467 from Ted Russell Ford and 99.1 The Sports Animal.
We've all been on that great search for the very best pizza. Well, this is your future speaking, and good news is here. That pizza you've been looking for is a slice of Long Island, but right here in East Tennessee. You have to get to Jaboni's Pizzeria in Maryville near Foothills Mall and in West Knoxville on Kingston Pike. Jaboni's Pizzeria has everything you've ever wanted in a pizza, but even more flavor. Full-service Italian cocktails, big screen TVs, great patio views, and pizza like the Italians like. See what all the taste is about. A slice of Long Island at Jaboni's Pizzeria.
Attention Vol Nation, one of the best events of the year returns to Market Square October 18th at 7:30 p.m. Join Vol Hoops and Lady Vol Hoops as they celebrate the start of the 2024-2025 basketball seasons at Market Square Madness. Basketball, music, fireworks, and more, all downtown in one night. Admission is free. Market Square Madness October 18th. More at utsports.com.
After you use Bounce Dryer sheets and realize how fresh, soft, less wrinkled, and less staticky your laundry can be, you'll put a sheet on it every time. Like those socks that smell like they've been through a marathon. Or that blanket that's got wrinkles on its wrinkles. Maybe even your chatty coworker who keeps distracting you. Okay, Bounce Dryer sheets can't do it all. But for fresher, softer, better laundry, put a sheet on it with Bounce.
Did you know every 3 seconds someone is a victim of identity theft? LifeLock wants to give you helpful tips to protect your identity this Cybersecurity Awareness Month. Adding multi-factor authentication, like a text with a security code, is one way to boost your security. But for comprehensive protection, trust LifeLock. LifeLock alerts you to suspicious uses of your personal info and steps in to resolve issues that arise, guaranteed or your money back. Protect yourself with a 30-day free trial at LifeLock.com. Use promo code NEWS. Terms apply.
Save more than ever on all remaining new 2024 Cadillacs at Cadillac of Knoxville's Model Year End event, where you will get as low as 2.9% APR on select new Cadillac models, or rebates up to $10,500 on 2024 Lyrics. Celebrate our Model Year End event and visit Cadillac of Knoxville or shop CadillacofKnoxville.com. Must finance with Cadillac Financial. 29.04 for every 1,000 borrowed. Not all will qualify. 7,500 OTM promise bonus cash and 3,000 competitive cash allowance. Stock number RZ115338. 317 miles. Ends 1031.
Football's here and fall is in the air. It's time to get all those lawn projects done now. Dickens Turf and Landscape Supply is here to help with the best grass seed around and, of course, the highest quality equipment and zero-turn mowers with 0% financing. Dickens Turf and Landscape Supply has a new fall turf package. Get tips, a schedule, and everything you need to save money and keep your lawn looking great year-round. Dickens has stores in Knoxville, Maryville, and the new location at 620 East Emory Road in Powell. Visit online at dickenssupply.com.
Are you looking to sell your home? Call or text 505-7455. I'll guarantee you 100% of market value, or I'll pay you the difference. Tracy King here with your home sold guarantee realty. Call or text me at 505-7455 to sell your home at 100% market value guaranteed, or I'll pay you the difference. It's that easy at your home sold guaranteed realty. Call or text me now, 505-7455, and start packing.
Seller and Tracy must agree upon a price and possession date. Brokerage phone number is 365-2280.
Need to add a little fun to your life? You need to stop by Games and Things today. We have everything you want to make your home the fun place to be. Pool tables from Brunswick and Olhausen, your favorite classic arcade games, as well as Golden Tee Golf and virtual pinball, shuffleboard, skee ball, air hockey, table tennis, darts, and the largest selection of quality bar stools and home theater seating in East Tennessee. Located at the corner of Kingston Pike and Lovell Road, and online at ourgameroom.com. Games and Things, because life should be fun.
You're either in or you're out. And some things need to be kept in. And some things need to be kept out.
Whether it's for safety, curb appeal, or privacy, Cantrell Fence Company separates the in from the out. Aluminum, wood, vinyl, or chain link, we can meet your needs. Let us help you keep what's important in and the rest out. Get your instant estimate today at CantrellFence.com.
This is Josh and Swain. Thanks for being with us. VFL and former Tennessee wide receiver Jason Swain is here. I'm Josh Ward, and we say hello to Arlie, who heard the sound a moment ago, the chance to score a Ford from Ted Russell Ford. Arlie, thank you for calling in. Do you have a score prediction for the Tennessee-Alabama game on Saturday?
I got 34-30 Tennessee.
All right, there you go. Some offense on the board there in that one. 34-30 Tennessee. The Vols might need that number based on some of our conversation earlier. So Arlie, I like it. Thanks a lot for calling in. Thank you for listening, and good luck trying to score forward this week.
Thank you, guys.
Good number right there.
Arlie says 34-30 Tennessee beats Alabama on Saturday. Continue to listen for your chance to give a score prediction through the rest of the week. We'll draw a score from our predictions on Friday afternoon. If the score that we pick hits Saturday exactly right, the person that predicts it will be able to go spend up to $75,000 on a brand new vehicle from Ted Russell Ford on Parkside Drive and Kingston Pike. This week and all season long, you can try to score Ford from Ted Russell Ford. All right, 34-30 is what Arlie says. Tennessee winning on Saturday. Let's say hello to Hagan on Josh and Swain. Hagan, thanks for calling in. What's on your mind today?
Hey, guys. I remember I called in last week. I just wanted to say congratulations on a really gritty win. I know some of those don't come too often, especially when Tennessee plays Florida, so I want to start off by saying congratulations with that. But I guess the one thing that I kind of want to discuss a little bit here, and I heard one of your previous callers just put Nico and Peyton Manning in the same category. And I'm a little confused by that. I think Nico's going to be a great football player. He obviously has a ton of talent. But he's not even average right now. Like, you guys have a really good football team. Your defensive line is probably the best in the SEC. You have the best running back in the SEC. And when I watch you guys, it looks like you're being prohibited by the quarterback completely. He's just right now, he's just bad.
The caller was comparing Peyton Manning as a freshman to Nico as a freshman, first-time starter. That was the comparison. They weren't comparing Nico right now to Hall of Fame or senior or junior Peyton Manning at Tennessee. It was the freshman, first-time starting comparison, which I think is pretty fair.
Okay, I can understand that.
Yeah, I think the point is because I think the point was more perspective of, hey, here is one of the greatest of all time who went through his growing pains.
Mm-hmm.
So if that can happen to Peyton, then it can happen to Nico. Because I think he said he's not going to be Peyton, but he can still be a great player.
Yeah.
And what's your guys' thoughts? Because I've heard some people mention that you guys are struggling, with the tackles, right? And I guess, as an outsider looking in, if you guys have $8 million to throw around on one person, I mean, first of all, you guys can get that for free. The protection you're getting for $8 million, you guys can get that for free. You don't have to spend $8 million for that. And then not only that, but when it comes to the tackles, why don't you take some of that $8 million and spend it on your offensive tackles?
Money has been spent on the tackles.
Yeah, the tackles are well compensated.
Yeah, the money has been spent, and the report number with Nico was a $8 million deal over the course of a couple of years. But money has been spent on the offensive line. Money was spent to make guys come back, and Cooper Mays and Spraggins. Money was spent on your tackles, which is why there's a lot of frustration with the play of that unit. You mentioned that the offense is struggling because of Nico. The offense is struggling because of the offensive line. It's not on Nico. The offensive line makes things more difficult because you can't push the ball down the football field. You can't run the way you want to run. And Nico is running for his life more than he should. So Nico should play better. I expect him to play better. But to put all of it on Nico, I think that's a little short-sighted.
Hagan, appreciate the call. We have 1 hour to go right here on Josh and Swain.
I'm still going for it, even with higher stroke risk from atrial fibrillation and a regular heartbeat not caused by a heart valve problem. Over a 3-year study, Eliquis apixaban tablets reduce stroke risk better than warfarin, and over 97% of Eliquis patients did not experience a stroke. A first stroke occurred in 2.9% of warfarin patients versus 2.3% of Eliquis patients.
Don't stop taking prescription Eliquis without asking your doctor. It may increase your stroke risk. Eliquis can cause serious and, in rare cases, fatal bleeding. Don't take Eliquis if you have an artificial heart valve, abnormal bleeding, or antiphospholipid syndrome. While taking, you may bruise more easily or take longer for bleeding to stop. A spinal injection while on Eliquis increases risk of blood clots, which may cause paralysis, the inability to move. Get medical help right away for unexpected bleeding, unusual bruising, or tingling, numbness, or muscle weakness. Medications such as aspirin products, NSAIDs, SSRIs, SNRIs, and blood thinners may increase bleeding risk. Tell your doctor about all planned medical or dental procedures. Learn more at Eliquis.com or call 1-855-ELIQUIS.
It's a fact. Guys hate going to the doctor, but when it comes to erectile dysfunction and male performance issues, men from all around Knoxville have been thrilled seeing actual results when pills and wave therapies failed to deliver. They've introduced ED and enhanced treatments so exclusive you'll wonder why you waited. Jason from Farragut said Men's Pro changed his life. He thought he was doomed to hit and miss pills that gave him a headache, and his wife actually thought his ED was her fault. He'd given up until he found Men's Pro Knoxville. They did some tests and found a couple of treatments that absolutely worked. Now he has more confidence and his wife feels better too. He had forgotten how much it mattered in their relationship. A concierge consultation is only $99, and that includes a same-day hormone test. Because they're not just guessing, they're diagnosing. Call Men's Pro Knoxville at 865-544-8220. Treating ED before it becomes worse is a big deal, and if you catch it early enough, treatments exist that might keep you from using a pill every time. That's 865-544-8220 or menspronknoxville.com.
Overloaded power grids, extreme weather, natural disasters. There are many events that can cause your home to lose power and put your children, pets, and home in dangerous situations. I'm Jay Lloyd with Lloyd's Electric Service, and we've been a Generac dealer for over 16 years and installed over 2,000 Generac home standby generators. Let the Generac home standby generator give you the peace of mind that you never have to worry about not having power. Call 692-6700 or learn more at LloydsElectricService.com.
Don't forget me.
Don't ghost your Knoxville TVA employees' credit union debit or credit card. They're the only cards that give you cashback rewards from spooktacular stores. And you choose rewards points redeemable for ghostly loot like cash, gift cards, travel points, and more. Learn more at tvacreditunion.com.
Join us now.
Federally insured by NCUA.
Do you need a gym that checks all the boxes? Check out the Y. Free childcare while you work out. Top-of-the-line fitness equipment. Group fitness classes with certified trainers. Swimming pools and basketball courts. Nationwide access at thousands of YMCA locations. Family events. Scholarships to neighbors in need. Dedication to community. All of this with no contracts. Join more than a gym. Join the Y. Join online at ymcaknoxville.org.
At Chafee, we believe your home or business should be a place where comfort and reliability come together seamlessly. With our comprehensive HVAC, plumbing, and electrical services, we ensure your systems work flawlessly, giving you peace of mind and exceptional comfort. Chafee Air and Plumbing is an independent American Standard heating and air conditioning customer care dealer, and they are ready to assist you. Trust in our innovative designs that are engineered for comfort. Call 865-381-4414 or visit coolingheatingplumbing.com.
Fall is in full swing, and there's no better time for a round of golf at Knoxville Municipal Golf Course. Located on Shad Road, Knoxville Municipal is the best value golf experience in town. So bring the entire family and take advantage of our Kids Play Free program. Knox Muni prides itself on offering a relaxing, feels-like-home atmosphere, one we know you'll love. So book your tee time today at golfknox.com or call 691-7143. Come home to Knoxville Municipal.
This is WNML AM Knoxville, WNML FM Friendsville, streaming worldwide on the Sports Animal app and website, 99.1thesportsanimal.com. 99.1 The Sports Animal, the station where the Vols play.
This is Jim Rome with a Sports Minute, sponsored by Old Trapper Beef Jerky. Old Trapper, what's your beef? Devontae Adams is the newest member of the JETS. It did take a conditional third-round pick, reportedly, that could turn into a second-round pick based on performance to get him, but it obviously reunites Aaron Rodgers with his favorite target ever. And I'm sure that Aaron had nothing to do with that, right? I'm Jim Rome.
This is an important notice to all U.S. taxpayers. The IRS is giving away billions of dollars in tax savings through a federal program called the Fresh Start Initiative to aid delinquent taxpayers. This initiative was established for anyone facing financial hardship and unable to pay their back taxes. Qualifying and enrolling in this program will stop all collections, settle your delinquent tax problem, and even reduce what you owe by thousands of dollars. Call the hotline at People's Tax Relief to see if you qualify and get this free information by dialing 800-9 800-921-8189. If you have unfiled tax returns or cannot afford to pay your personal or business-backed taxes, you can now get the help you need. One simple phone call can resolve your tax problem and save you thousands of dollars. To see if you qualify and to get this important free information, call 800-921-8189. 800-921-8189. 800-921-8189.
Must qualify for enrollment. Results vary. Consult with your tax professional prior to enrollment.
Shopping for a mortgage? Don't sign a thing till you call for a free quote from Fountain City Finance. 687-8200.
Josh and Swain is brought to you by McKeon Law Group. East Tennessee, born and raised. If you're facing legal troubles, make the call to East Tennessee's local law firm, Jed McKeon and the McKeon Law Group. Call 294-8008 and attorney-knoxville.com.
Hour number 3 of Josh and Swain begins. Thank you for being with us. We have 1 hour to go. We'll be here until 3 on both 99.1 The Sports Animal and AM 640 The Sports Monster, continuing to get ready for Tennessee and Alabama on Saturday. Jay Busby of Yahoo Sports will join us at 2:30. He'll be in Knoxville covering the game for Yahoo, as he was 2 years ago when Tennessee got a win against Alabama. So we'll find out Saturday if Jay Busby might be the good luck charm for the Vols. So big football game coming up on Saturday. Football of sorts tonight. Knoxville's pro soccer team, One Knox SC, will be in action at 7 o'clock at Regal Soccer Stadium. They're going to take on Central Valley Fuego FC. And if you are the first caller to 656 wins, you win a 4-pack of tickets to tonight's game. So you need to be able to go. They're digital tickets, so we'll get them to you electronically. 656 wins right now to win 4 tickets to the One Knox SC game tonight, 7 o'clock. At Regal Soccer Stadium. Remember, next season, they'll be at the new downtown stadium. So you can go to oneknoxsc.com and go ahead and get ticket information for the 2025 season coming up. But a game coming up tonight, 7 o'clock, Regal Soccer Stadium, One Knox SC against Central Valley Fuego FC. Brooks texted in. So all we talk about now in the world of college football, money, money, money. It's impossible to avoid at this point. I wouldn't say that's all we talk about, but I get Brooks' point. Money comes up often. The reality is, fair or unfair, sometimes it is fair, sometimes it's unfair. The reality is that the players making money, especially if you hear what a player's making. Now, Hagen's call at the end of last hour didn't have his numbers buttoned up. $8 million was the report for the life of the agreement, not this season specifically. But anyway, everybody knows Nico got a nice NIL deal.
Mm-hmm.
But he brought up the offensive tackles. The offensive tackles, John Campbell and Lance Hurd, are well compensated to play for Tennessee.
Mm-hmm.
And other players are too.
Mm-hmm.
That is not going to go away. That's going to continue to be brought up, especially if players don't perform at the level that fans expect.
Which is totally fair. You have coaches that are commanding big numbers, and when you go and look at their numbers, which is public information, and you look at the group and they're not performing well, it's totally fair to criticize that coach based on what he is making. And players are making, in some cases, as much, if not more money than some of the assistant coaches. It's fair to want that player to be better on the field too.
There are some players that are making more than their position coaches.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So that just kind of comes with the territory. Like if you go out to eat at a really nice restaurant and you paying a pretty penny for that experience or for that steak or whatever that meal, and the meal is something that you can get at a one-star restaurant, you're going to have some problems. You're going to feel a certain type of way.
Mm-hmm.
And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with more expectations being attached to a player or coach who's making a lot of money.
David says, let's hang another 52 on Bama. 52-41 Tennessee. and we need another fine bomb coming out of the casket. Remember that?
Oh, I'd never forget that. 52, huh?
52 points, why not?
Is that the total in the game between the two teams?
What is it? I think it's in the 50s. I'll check that. I
love fireworks.
I don't have a lot of confidence in Tennessee getting to 52 this week.
Yeah, I don't have any confidence at all.
56.5 is the overall total for the game. Last year the final was, or 2 years ago, 52-49.
Yeah, I don't need 52 points. I just need 1 point more.
Tennessee should not need that number.
That's all I need. That's all I need. It was fun. The game is more exciting when you have a lot of points being scored. I totally get it. That's why the NFL changed their rules to generate more offense, because it's an entertainment product. College, it's an entertainment product too. Not professional as much as the NFL, but you want to be entertained. If you're investing dollars and emotions into watching your team play, like you want to be entertained too, on top of your team winning. But I don't need it. Just give me 1 point more. Saturday was a roller coaster of emotions up and down, but the final product was perfect for me. I slept good that night.
Yeah, you don't sing in the locker room after a win against Alabama. We don't give a damn about the state of Alabama in a different pitch based on how many points you scored or what the margin was. You win the game, you sing loud and proud.
You sure do. You sure do. I don't remember the scores of the 3 times I beat Bama, but I remember singing each time. And the lyrics never changed.
You didn't feel bad about singing that song?
Not at all. I think I sang it even louder. Yeah.
Okay.
Sure did. Especially after I got the game ball. Sophomore year, 04.
Oh, the ball you lost.
Yeah, I know where it is. Yeah. Hopefully, maybe Chicken Hawk can help me recreate it. But I don't know where it went.
Let's say hello to Stu on Josh and Swain. Stu, thank you for calling in. Good afternoon. What's on your mind?
Hey, good afternoon, guys. Well, a couple of things. One is, I'm wondering if it's not possible we don't have at least one offensive lineman playing out of position. Because if I remember right, last year John Campbell at the left tackle only gave up 1 sack all year long. Is that correct or not?
I don't know that exact number.
Well, he gave up the sack that kind of put it away against Alabama. I don't remember his number for the season, to be honest. But he moved from left to right, as you're talking about. I thought you were going to go with Swain. There's an idea. Maybe Lance Hurt's better suited inside at guard.
Yeah, I mean, John Campbell is battling some pain. Like, he's hurt, trying to play through it. You know, he didn't play every snap on Saturday. We saw Dane Davis out there at right tackle at times. Saturday, just like we saw week before that and the week before that. So that's one thing. And John Campbell, if he was playing on the left side, would probably have some of the same issues because he's just not 100%. I think Lance Hurd is more suited for guard right now. But part of the deal with getting him was that he played left tackle. And that's why you moved John Campbell to right tackle.
Well, if that hurts your ball club, aren't you kind of bound to change that?
If you feel like the change will make you better, I mean, that's the question. Like, it's obvious the result is not ideal, and I think the immediate solution is, all right, well, let's just change it. Let's find somebody else. Well, what if someone else doesn't give you a better chance to win? Maybe they give you a worse chance. I think Lance Hurd, when it comes to run blocking, I haven't heard many criticisms about him not being able to stay on blocks when he puts his hands on guys. He's running his feet in the running game.
On Sampson's long touchdown run, Hurd pulled, and he's galloping down the field. I mean, the effort was there on that play.
Yeah. So what you don't get from Lance Hurd in the pass protection, it seems like you're getting it from him in the run game. If you make a change there, you may be replacing him with someone who can't give you what Lance gives you in the run game. So trust me, I've thought about this nonstop because trying to figure out, okay, if he's struggling, why do you keep playing someone that's struggling? Well, I think you feel like you're not going to get any better, which is why it's important for the young players to continue to, develop and come along. And LB got to get those other guys ready to play.
All right. Well, I appreciate that. Thank you, guys. One more comment, and I'll let you go.
Yep.
It appears right now to me that Nico is more like Joe Milton than he is Hendon Hooker.
Okay. How so?
Well, he's overthrowing balls. He's not running like Hooker did. And the offense is just not running very smoothly. I know it starts up front, but evidently they're going to stay with this lineup as they've got it. And I don't see much improvement coming through the rest of the year. What about you?
I mean, Nico's not missing guys like Joe Milton missing guys. I mean, the misses I saw last week were by a few inches. So, I mean, I can't put Nico in the same category as Joe Milton in terms of throwing the ball or missing receivers. But I'm not going to sit here and say that Nico is playing like Hendon. Hendon was a Heisman Trophy candidate favorite at one point, was the SEC Offensive Player of the Year. Hendon also had Darnell Wright, who was a first-round pick. He had Jerome Carvin, who is an NFL player, at his disposal as well, too, and it had a better offensive tackle on the left side in Jeremiah Crawford. And then you had Gerald Minty that was mixing in with him, and the offensive line was better. So Hendon also had Jalen Hyatt and Tillman, two guys who are playing in the NFL right now. I think that matters too.
Hey, Stu,
All
we
right,
appreciate
guys,
the call.
Thanks much. Appreciate you answering my questions.
Yeah, thank you. I think it's safe to say that any hope of the 22 offense showing up this year, that's gone away. Tennessee is still top 10 in scoring offense nationally. So that helps you feel better. But
I'm not going to put Nico and Joe Milton in the same conversation, in the same sentence. But, hey, whatever floats your boat.
Tennessee's 9th right now. They average 42 points a game. The number's dropped over the last couple of weeks.
Okay. Joe Milton. Wow. Boy, is it Saturday yet?
Today is Tuesday.
Man, we need to play some football.
There's college football tonight. Remember we're in that stretch of like 55 straight days with football?
Who's playing tonight?
Tonight,
wow.
You get Troy and South Alabama, 7:30 ESPN2. Kennesaw State and Middle Tennessee, one combined win at 8 o'clock on CBS Sportsnet. And 9 o'clock, Louisiana Tech and New Mexico State. It's on ESPNU. Wow. There's not a winning team in action tonight.
Joe Milton, Nico.
It's SEC Basketball Media Day.
I'm sorry, Josh. I can't get that comment out of my head. I'm trying to.
Your Yankees will play Game 2 against the Guardians.
I got the Yankees and the Dodgers.
You do. 7:38 start time on TBS. Yankees looking to go to 2-0.
It's going to be a media frenzy. It's going to be a dream for the MLB.
Swain's going to come in.
Since it's all rigged and stuff, they could have. These fans sometimes blame pro sports for being rigged.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if it was rigged, they just would have had the Celtics playing the Lakers every year in the finals, and Yankees and the Dodgers every year, and the Jets. Oh, never mind. That never happened. Maybe the Giants, and it's a big media team out there in the West Coast for the NFL. I guess the Rams. I guess it's not rigged.
You don't think it's rigged?
No, man.
I thought it was obvious that it's rigged.
It's not rigged.
Why do you think the Raiders keep losing? Because the NFL is out to get them.
Sure. Yeah. I was thinking the fact that y'all put all your stock in Garner Minshew was part of the problem. But hey, go with the rig theory. That might work too.
Well, that was the writer's choice. It's scripted. You have a former teammate that told us, let the cat out of the bag.
Oh my gosh.
We'll come back. We have an attaboy to hand out. We'll talk Tennessee Bama with Jay Busby of Yahoo at 2:30 as we continue on Josh and Swain.
Your odds to win 99.1 These Sports Animals' biggest prizes just got better. We now draw one member of our email club, The Jungle, as an instant finalist in contests with a grand prize value over $500. Club members get links to our latest blogs and videos, plus a layout of sports animal programming and the biggest sporting events of the weekend. To make sure you receive our weekly sports animal emails, visit our website at 991thesportsanimal.com and sign up for The Jungle Email Club.
Bingo. All right, Bill, we're recording now. And please put your phone on silent.
Oh, where is my phone?
Let's go, man. Okay. Get it together over there, player. Go ahead. Pick on me the way that you want to.
I wouldn't say that to my son.
Just go.
All right, why would people want to listen to the Sims Complete podcast?
A father-son dynamic duo talking about the game of football.
We do a lot of quarterback and coach talks. It's fun. I love doing this. It's been awesome.
Sims Complete. Check us out on the Believe Network. Appreciate it.
Just search Believe, BLEAV, wherever you listen.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
Hi, I'm Chuck McDowell, the timeshare cancellation guy and founder of Wesley Financial Group. And I want to set the record straight. I am not an attorney. I've never wanted to be an attorney. And the truth is, I really don't even like attorneys. If I sound like an attorney or if I look like an attorney, I'll apologize. But what I've learned in my 15 years in the timeshare cancellation business is you don't need to be an attorney to get folks out of their timeshare. At Wesley, we've helped over 40,000 families cancel their timeshare without me being an attorney. And I want to share with you how we do it. Just give my office a call, and you will not talk to an attorney. And I guarantee if we take you as a client, we'll get you out of your timeshare, or you'll pay nothing.
Call now for your free timeshare exit info kit. 800-981-4455. 800-981-4455. 800-981-4455.
Let me ask you a question. How much do you do on your smartphone on a daily basis? You reply to emails, you send text messages. I'm sure you check social media. You probably use the GPS, probably order from your favorite restaurant to make sure it's at your doorstep. What if I told you you had the power of knowing what's happening in your home, even when you're not at home? Making sure your home is nice and toasty during the winter, nice and cool during the summer. With the latest in technology from Fleener Security, you have the world in your phone with one touch with the Total Connect app. FleenerSecurity.com or 544-9964.
Tune in every Saturday morning at 7 for Inside the Numbers with Danny B., the nation's longest-running sports betting talk show since 1994. Get free winners and top picks by calling 877-828-0120. Inside the Numbers, Saturdays at 7 a.m. on 99.1 The Sports Animal.
99.1 The Sports Animal presents FanDuel Football Friday, powered by FanDuel Sportsbook. Insight from all your favorite Sports Animal shows on the next day's Tennessee game. FanDuel Football Fridays on 99.1 The Sports Animal.
Save more than ever on all remaining new 2024 Cadillacs at Cadillac of Knoxville's Model Year End event, where you will get as low as 2.9% APR on select new Cadillac models, or rebates up to $10,500 on 2024 Lyrics. Celebrate our Model Year End event and visit Cadillac of Knoxville or shop CadillacofKnoxville.com. Must finance with Cadillac Financial. 29.04 for every 1,000 borrowed. Not all will qualify. 7,500 Ultium Promise bonus cash and 3,000 competitive cash allowance. Stock number RZ115338. 317 miles. Ends 1031.
Hey, this is Karina with Vital Hydration. We all need more energy and better recovery in our life. If this is you, you need to call Vital Hydration. They help you recover with an at-home IV drip and have you feeling like you in no time. Mobile IVs are the new thing, and Vital Hydration is your new place in East Tennessee to call for yours. Visit VitalHydrationKnox.com to book your mobile IV today. Vital Hydration. We come to you and bring you back to where you want to be.
Paid for by Cameron Sexton, State Representative Mark Elmore, Treasurer.
This is State Representative Cameron Sexton, Speaker of the House. While the liberals were defunding the police, in Tennessee we used common sense to keep us safe. Started holding violent criminals accountable. We targeted our most dangerous zip codes, funded 100 more state troopers, and sent resources to protect the southern border. In Tennessee, victims are protected, law enforcement valued, and criminals held accountable. This is State Representative Cameron Sexton. People before politics, more than a slogan, it's a promise.
Listening to us on the air. Free. Listening on the app. Free. Listening on our website. Free. No subscription required. Just free sports talk.
This is Coach Josh Heupel. You're listening to Josh and Swain on 99.1, the Sports Animal.
This is Josh and Swain. Thanks for being with us. We'll talk to Jay Busby of Yahoo Sports coming up at 2:30. Have an attaboy to hand out. I got to bring back Harrison Bailey in the text box with a just kidding.
I'm speechless, Josh, which is not a good thing for a radio host to be.
In a talk radio format?
Well, but
you can't watch on YouTube today, so you could watch Swain's speechlessness, lack of speech.
There was a clip, Torres on Tennessee on Twitter. And it's a throw Nico made to Squirrel White across the middle. Everyone did their job. You had good protection. Routes were good. Nico had good, clean pocket. Ball was right on time, right on the money. Josh Heupel, big reason why he's been successful in turning this program around is his approach from a positive standpoint. Super positive. You're not going to tell guys what they can't do. But if you notice this week, after the game, Monday, Josh Heupel came the closest he's ever come to throwing his players under the bus. And I love the fact that he said it, because you got people pointing the finger at the play calls. There's this notion that you got to open the playbook up. Open the playbook up. The playbook is wide open as it's ever been. But just like when it's third down and long, the playbook shrinks. When you don't have the protection, the playbook shrinks. You can't open the playbook up if you don't have the execution up front. You can't open the playbook up if you don't have the execution on the outside. You got two receivers running the same, wrong routes. Or somebody ran the wrong route. Well, you're in the same area. I like the Heupel came out and was like, man, listen, dudes just need to do a better job executing. I'm paraphrasing. Because that's really what it comes down to. Like, I saw the adjustments that was made from this coaching staff. Hopefully people saw it. If you didn't, I would encourage you to go back and watch the Arkansas game and then watch the Florida game, like back-to-back, so that way you don't forget what you saw in the Arkansas game. But really, at the end of the day, man, it's about dudes winning their one-on-one battles. It's about guys doing what they're coached to do. And if you do that, that doesn't guarantee you a win, and it's not going to be perfect all the time. But, boy, you turn that film on and you go play-by-play, and you see how close you are from a play being successful, but because you got one guy here or one guy there or two people here not doing their job, it wrecks the whole play. And then what's frustrating is one person will mess up this play. The next play, that same person will do the right thing, and then another person will miss a sign, and then blow up the play, and then you have a holding, and then, that drive is over. I'm not someone that totally opposed to fans letting the team know that they're not happy. Booing don't bother me. I think it's time and place for it. I thought on Saturday, booing was not the right time because you were backed up. Like, you got to be conservative when you're backed up. You don't want to throw a pick like Lagway did. You don't want to have a fumble like we did against OU and set the other team up 1st and 5 inside, the 5-yard line. It's best to play conservative when you have a defense that Tennessee has. Let's kick the heck out of the ball, 50 yards. Let's let our defense get the ball back for us in a better position next possession, so that way we're not backed up in our own 5-yard line because you had a holding call or, misassignment and you had negative play. Like, these are the things that happen during the game that drive coaches crazy, where they have a great play called, but they're being accused of not being creative. They're being accused of not opening it up. And this dude went forward on 4th down at his own 10-yard line. He took shots. Like, he took a shot late in that game before overtime, and I'm like, the one to Brazel, that was an aggressive play call. So I know we got to get to our guy Jay Busby. We got Attaboy.
Yep.
I'm going to shut up.
All right, we'll come back. Jay Busby, what does he think? Tennessee-Bama, he saw Tennessee win in Knoxville 2 years ago. He'll be back this week. We'll discuss when we come back on Josh and Swain.
Now you can text the sports animal. Try it out. 865-656-9900. Text us. 865-656-9900. That's 865-656-9900 to text the sports animal.
Join Josh and Swain live Thursday from noon to 3 from the Mobile Meals on Western Avenue to celebrate the 20th annual Beat Bama Week with the X-Hunger Movement. For full details, visit xhunger.com/entertainment.
The great thing about sports is it never stops. Here's another 60-second sports minute on the sports animal.
The New York Jets are finalizing a trade to acquire star wide receiver Davante Adams from the Las Vegas Raiders. The Raiders will receive a conditional 3rd-round draft pick that could improve to a 2nd-round selection if certain conditions are met. The Jets will also assume the balance of Adams' remaining salary. His current contract runs through 2026. The deal also reunites Adams with former quarterback Aaron Rodgers from their time in Green Bay together. Major League Baseball Championship Series, the Mets defeated the Dodgers 7-3 to tie the NLCS at 1 game apiece. The Yankees take Game 1 in the ALCS with a 5-2 win over the Guardians. Those two teams meet again at Yankee Stadium tonight at 7:30. The Nashville Predators are in action tonight against the Seattle Kraken at 8 o'clock. Other NHL games at 7. Canucks visit the Lightning. Capitals host the Golden Knights. Devils get the Hurricanes. Blue Jackets take on the Panthers. Wild visit the Blues at 7:30. Sharks get the Stars at 8. Flames host the Blackhawks at 9. And the Flyers take on the Oilers at 10. I'm Joel Silverberg.
Shop the Sherwin-Williams Fall Sale and get 30% off paints and stains from October 11th through the 21st. With prices starting at $34.29, it's the perfect time to transform your space with color. Whether you're looking to revamp your bedroom, living room, or home office, we have you covered with bold hues, soothing neutrals, and everything in between. Shop the sale online or visit your neighborhood Sherwin-Williams store. Retail sales only. Some exclusions apply. See store for details.
Paid for by Hims & Hers Health. Hims & Hers Weight Loss is not available everywhere. Compounded products are not FDA approved or verified for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription required. Restrictions at forhers.com apply. Wegovy and Ozempic are not compounded.
Everyone's talking about the breakthrough of weight loss drugs. With Hers, you can access doctor-trusted weight loss plans online, like compounded GLP-1 weekly injections with the same active ingredient as Ozempic and Wegovy, all for as low as $199 a month with the 12-month plan paid up front. Get started at forhers.com/afford today. That's forhers.com/afford.
Hey, East Tennessee, this is Jake Newton at West Knoxville Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Do you know what being a part of the nation's largest automotive group means to you? You can choose from my multi-million-dollar used car inventory with prices starting as low as $49.88. Plus, come by today to register for your chance to win tickets to the Tennessee-Alabama game this Saturday. Visit us online or stop by the Knoxville Mega Dealer at Walker Springs and Kingston Pike, where the deals are huge.
huge. Hey, East Tennessee, Eric Ainge here with Chris Smith from Smith Roofing and Exteriors, a.k.a. your Big Orange Roofer. Chris, tell us about your exciting news.
Thanks, Eric. We're officially kicking off our Hometown Hero free roof giveaway. It's our way to thank those who strengthen our community, like veterans, first responders, teachers, or someone in need making a difference in our hometown.
That's fantastic. Well, how can our listeners pitch in?
Visit knoxfreeroof.com to nominate a local hero for a free roof. Whether it's for yourself or someone you know, get those nominations in by November 15th.
You heard it, folks. Let's give back to those that give so much. You can head over to knoxfreeroof.com now.
We're more than just roofers. We're your neighbors. Let's protect our community together, one roof at a time. And a special thanks to our partner, Yes Mortgage.
Go to knoxfreeroof.com and let's team up with Smith Roofing and Exteriors to cover someone deserving with a brand new roof. That's another Big Orange touchdown from your Big Orange roofer, Smith Roofing and Exteriors.
The best time of year is here. Football season is in full swing and basketball season is getting cranked up. Any winning team needs a good coach to help them build and execute a plan to be successful. Hi, I'm Mark Pankratz, former UT men's basketball coach and now financial advisor for Axiom Wealth Management. Your goals and dreams are attainable, but it's hard for anybody to do it alone. Get in touch with us today at axiom.nm.com to schedule a no-obligation consultation and let's coach you up so you and your family can win. Axiom Wealth Management is a Northwestern Mutual private client group.
Welcome to Ted Russell Ford. My name's Nick, and who might you be?
You're telling me that you've never once heard of the Headless Horseman? Man, and I thought my town was sleepy.
Sir, I'm certain that you have a head of some sort under that pumpkin. It's a nice costume, but I won't be fooled that easily.
Behold, for I have removed the pumpkin, and as you can see, there is not a head underneath.
Unbelievable. I've never witnessed such a thing. But you must have a working brain if you are smart enough to realize that Ted Russell Ford is the perfect place to find a new vehicle.
Yes, for I am in need of a new steed. I command you to bring me your finest horse.
Well, we do have Mustangs.
Do you have one in black?
Right now, get into a new 2024 Ford F-250 starting at just $44,609, or drive a new 2024 Ford Bronco Sport for just $30,000.
Offers with approved credit must finance through Ford Credit. Price excludes $795 dealer fee, state and local tax, tag registration, and title fee. See dealer for details. Offer expires 10/31/24.
This report is sponsored by Tire Rack. Nearly 3,000 teen drivers die in car crashes each year. Tire Rack Street Survival is designed to save lives. The one-day hands-on driving school gives teens experience in car control through exercises that include emergency braking and skid recovery. Find a class near you at TireRack.com/survive.
Coldest weather of the season on this Tuesday by a country mile. Some already had frost out there. And if you're checking out the Comet this evening, you may even see a few snow showers atop the Smoky Mountains after a high of only 60, well below average, into the 30s, possibly even freezing temps for tonight. It's the time to protect those plants. From the WVLT Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Ben Cathy.
Do you have stuff that you need gone? Give a buzz to Jumpy Gone. Our two-man team can take all of your unwanted items. You just point and smile. Give us a buzz at 865-675-5865 or book online at jumpygone.biz.
Josh and Swain is brought to you by McKeon Law Group. Rebuild your family, regain your freedom, renew your life. Call Jed McKeon and the McKeon Law Group, 294-8008. And attorney-knoxville.com.
Welcome back into Josh and Swain. Thanks for being with us. Next to VFL, former Tennessee wide receiver Jason Swain. I'm Josh Ward. We have half an hour to go here on the show, and as we've discussed today and over the last few days and couple weeks, honestly, we've talked about Tennessee trying to get the offense back on track. Well, here's a stat for you, Jason Swain.
Bring it.
The last time Jay Busby watched a Tennessee football game at Neyland Stadium, the Vols scored 52 points. That was when Tennessee beat Alabama 52-49. Jay Busby joins us now on the Stanley Fencing Gates hotline. Jay, the people are saying that you will bring the good luck back to Tennessee's offense. Are you ready for that?
Bring it, Jay.
I am, and I would also like to formally announce my name, image, and likeness campaign. So Tennessee fans are welcome to donate any increment of $50-some dollars to my campaign. So I look forward to that.
After this, I will tweet out my Venmo, PayPal, and Cash App, and then I will be happy to send all the funds to you, Jay. I promise.
You're just going to take take a small management fee off the
Yeah.
top, right? That's perfectly.
Yep.
That's how all these NIL deals work. Everybody has to just take their own little cut off the top, and then the player gets $20.
That's it.
Works out
Yeah.
perfectly.
Good, clean business.
We got some other purchases to make first, guys.
Yeah, Swain's going to go buy a couple of players to actually
That's
fund
right.
some of this conversation. What do you make of the game and what's at stake? Because both teams are in a good position overall compared to most teams in college football. And a win in this game would set up each side to be in a good position to try to make the playoff. But Bama lost to Vanderbilt, came close against South Carolina. Tennessee lost to Arkansas, went to overtime against Florida. So the opportunity combined with the maybe nerves that are existing with both programs right now.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many interesting storylines and narratives coming to play in here. First of all, you would think offhand that this would be like kind of a put up or shut up, loser leaves town sort of game. But 2 losses might not even knock you out of the playoff based on how many teams are struggling. You've only got a handful of still undefeated teams. They might not be undefeated in 2 weeks from now. So you might be looking at no undefeated teams or maybe one. So there's a whole range of teams. But, yeah, you hit on it. Both of these teams have underperformed relative to their prior efforts the last 2 weeks. And so we got to figure out who these two teams are. We got to figure out whether they were, legitimate when they were looking like they were beating the world, or whether they reverted to their true selves now in putting up subpar efforts against lesser teams. So yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be angry. There's going to be cigars in the house. There's going to be a lot of enthusiasm. It's going to be a tremendous game, and it's really nice that this has legitimate national playoff implications. Say what you will about the playoffs, what it's doing is making all of these midseason games have that much more importance, because whoever wins this game is going to have a real edge once we start seeing the playoff standings come out here in a couple of weeks.
Jay Busby, Yahoo Sports. We saw Alabama against Georgia, and they had a raucous, crazy crowd on their side. And now they're going to go into a place. They didn't really have to do that against Vanderbilt, but they're going into a place this week where it's going to be the opposite that they experienced against Georgia. What do you remember about 2022? You were here, and you got a chance to experience the atmosphere.
It was tremendous, absolutely tremendous. One of the best atmospheres in college football, and I'm not just saying that because I'm on with you. It's absolutely, legitimately true. Neyland is so much fun to be at, and to see that kind of enthusiasm met with meeting success on the field. I mean, it's one thing to be enthusiastic if you're coming back for homecoming, or you're like, oh, let's go back to the stadium and relive some of the good old days. When you combine that level of enthusiasm with a team that is a national player, that takes it to another level, and that's what I mean. If there is an edge here that Tennessee has right out of the gate, it's that. I'm not sure that this Alabama team is quite prepared to thrive in unfriendly circumstances like that. I was at the South Carolina game this last week. That was as friendly as it could be. It's at Bryant-Denny Stadium, and Alabama was still struggling, was still looking lost, and it's going to be a tough road for Alabama. I think that Tennessee has a huge advantage with you could call it the 12th man, you could call it the 12,000th or the 120,000th man. I mean, it is a huge advantage to have that stadium wrapped around them.
Can't call it 12th man. We don't want to get any letters, Jay.
That's true. I was thinking, as I was saying that, I'm like, well, we're getting into copyright territory, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean.
Yeah, the 11 plus 1 man.
Yeah. That's right.
Yeah. Hey, did you get a sense, what was the vibe there for Alabama fans, where they have this lead that they build early, and then all of a sudden South Carolina comes back, they take the lead? What was the vibe there, the energy of Alabama fans with that going on?
Well, we all know, the acronym WTF, and I heard a whole lot of that acronym spoken out loud as that game was falling apart there in the last few minutes. The way that we do this is we prepare a story to go live as soon as the game is over. I had written most of the story. I go down onto the field, and there were 3 more scores after I'd gone down to the field with about 4 minutes left. I mean, it was ridiculous how quickly that game turned over and over again, and it was not even it was not decided until literally the final play of the game, or the final offensive play of the game, where they had an interception that sealed it. It was just it was a mess, frankly. It was very un-Alabama-like. It was very undisciplined. It was like they played about 56 minutes of a 60-minute game, and that was not what That's not what Alabama's known for. And so that's something they've really got to clean up if they want to have any kind of chance against either Tennessee or really any of the big teams still left on the schedule.
I got a kick out of watching some Ole Miss fans act like they're too good for Lane Kiffin, and Lane Kiffin has brought them more success than probably anybody else ever. And they did lose to LSU. How do you feel about Ole Miss and their chances to possibly stay into the playoff race?
I mean, you hit it. It's Lane Kiffin. He, for whatever reason, he struggles in these big road games, and you're going to have to win some big road games, especially if you've already got 2 losses on your slate. I mean, there's no denying this guy's an offensive genius. He's a transfer portal master, but you've got to take it over the line in that big road game, and he continues to fall short in these games again and again and again. And to have LSU slip out of your grasp like that, it's obviously the coach is not playing on the field, but the coach it sets the tone from his headset on down. And so, yeah, I think it's a little ridiculous to be down on Lane Kiffin because there's not a whole lot better out there. But by the same token, Kiffin has got to step up and prove that he can win those games that other teams are able to win, that other elite teams are able to win.
Jay Busby, Yahoo Sports. Make sure to read his story after the game. It should be a win based on recent streaks. He was here in Knoxville 2 years ago. Look forward to seeing you in Knoxville this weekend. Get a picture at the Jason Swain statue.
Oh gosh,
Jay, and we'll talk to you again soon. But safe travels to Knoxville this weekend.
I look forward to it. See you guys in a few days.
Thanks, Jay. Jay Busby, Yahoo Sports, joining us on the Stanley Fencing and Gates Hotline.
Real funny, Joshua. Real funny.
Yeah, I know. You don't let people take pictures in front of that.
I had no idea about it.
That was part of the agreement. Part of the agreement. We have an attaboy to hand out when we come back. Appreciate Jay joining us here this segment. One more segment to go on Josh and Swain.
Twin Peaks is the best in the game. Here, it's bigger game days and bolder fight nights. I mean, where else can you find a scratch kitchen that always comes in clutch every day from lunch to late night? Only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar.
In support of breast cancer awareness, all the Twin Peaks girls this month will be switching it up to pink plaid on Tuesdays and Wednesdays all month long. Come show your support at Twin Peaks. Eats, drinks, and scenic views.
It's spooky season. The weather is changing. It's getting closer and closer to Halloween. And this month, it is all treats and no tricks with my friends at Hiller. During their Spooky Good Fall giveaway, you can get a free Blackstone griddle, Solo stove, or Yeti Tundra cooler with select home upgrades. Or you can enjoy $99 specials like an HVAC tune-up. All you have to do is go to the website to visit all and see all the deals there at their website, happyhiller.com.
This has been a paid announcement.
Wow, these bank fees are flat out ridiculous. And forget about trying to get a car or home loan. So, who do you do your banking with, Sharon?
Me? I don't.
You don't use a bank?
No.
So what do you, like, save your money under a mattress? Bury it in the backyard? Or maybe you borrow from some rich relative when you need a loan?
No, nothing like that. I do credit unioning.
Wait, what? Credit unioning? What the heck's that?
It's kind of like banking, but so much better. Especially if you use Alcoa 10 Federal Credit Union.
Shopping for an auto loan? Shopping for a vehicle is easy the ATFCU way. Talk to Alcoa 10 before you shop so you can hit the lots with a same-day pre-approved loan. And you can get behind the wheel of that new or used car or truck. Alcoa 10 Federal Credit Union, the clear choice. Your less red tape banking alternative. Go to atfcu.com for details. Member NCUA, an equal housing lender.
A.G. Hines Company for all your residential or commercial construction needs. For more than 100 years, the best construction companies in East Tennessee have used their building materials. Earlier this year, A.G. Hines was voted Supplier of the Year by the Associated General Contractors of Tennessee. Great-grandfather Albert Hines opened the doors of their downtown Knoxville location in 1920, where the fourth generation of the Hines family, Anna and Jacob, work. And Alex is part of the operation at their other location in the Tri-Cities. A.G. Hines Company, building materials since anyone can remember.
Cameron Sexton, State Representative, Mark Elmore, Treasurer.
This is State Representative Cameron Sexton, Speaker of the House. While the liberals were defunding the police, in Tennessee we used common sense to keep us safe. Started holding violent criminals accountable. We targeted our most dangerous zip codes, funded 100 more state troopers, and sent resources purpose is to protect the southern border. In Tennessee, victims are protected, law enforcement valued, and criminals held accountable. This is State Representative Cameron Sexton. People before politics, more than a slogan, it's a promise.
Do you have a snake in your bed? I'm not talking about a reptile. I'm talking about your spouse's dry, scaly snake legs. You know the feeling when your spouse gets in the bed and their legs slither up against you. Ugh. It's like rubbing up against a dry, scaly snake. But you can't tell them they got snake legs. Hi, I'm David Brewster from Aqua Clear Water Systems, and telling your spouse they've got dry, scaly snake legs could get you snake bitten. Your spouse can't help it. East Tennessee has heavy chlorine, hard water, and when soap and hard water mix in the shower, it makes soap scum that packs their pores like drywall mud. But you can fix this by getting a Kinetico whole house water system, which transforms the water by making it softer and healthier so you can shed that snake skin. So give us a call at 865-986-4234 or sign up at our website, aquaclearws.com. That's aquaclearws.com.
Everything is more expensive than ever before. Well, except for the sports animal. Always free on the air and on the stream. Always. 99.1 The Sports Animal.
From the Budweiser studios of The Sports Animal, we are 99.1 The Sports Animal.
Back for our final segment of Josh and Swain. Thanks for being with us. We're going to hand out an attaboy coming up in just a moment, thanks to the Native Nursery. A couple of football notes at the professional level. Devontae Adams officially traded to the New York Jets, and Amari Cooper traded to the Buffalo Bills. Those two teams played last night, and both added veteran wide receiver help. So Josh Allen gets Amari Cooper from the Cleveland Browns, and Devontae Adams leaving the Raiders. Looks like his hamstring is healing up nicely, and he'll join the New York Jets and his former quarterback in Green Bay, Aaron Rodgers.
What Charles Barkley say about James Harden, All-Star game draft, when James Harden was traded, and there's questions about him playing in the All-Star game, Charles Barkley said, he got traded.
He's healthy now.
He's healthy now. Devontae Adams is healthy now with the Jets. Who do you think will have the biggest impact?
Amari Cooper.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
If I'm Josh Allen, I'm excited because he's got good tight end play. He's got running backs that he can count on. But at wide receiver, like Keon Coleman, I hope he ends up having a nice career. But he's a rookie, wide receiver.
Yeah, and they're in win-now mode.
Mm-hmm.
You got Mark Cooper, who's one of the best professionals, in the NFL. Great route runner,
and he's going to be
so
happy.
Oh, dude.
Going from that mess in Cleveland to Buffalo, which is a Super Bowl contender.
Yeah, exactly.
So, the Jets' offense, Garrett Wilson and Devontae Adams, that is a lethal wide receiver combo.
Yeah.
I'm not sure that fixes what they need fixing.
Aaron's old. It's showing.
Mm-hmm.
But they'll still be improved with Devontae Adams.
He's old in football years. In
football years.
In real life, he's still young and spry.
He's old in football years, yes.
Since he's our age.
To
be clear. Cam Rising might be eligible for an 8th year. I'm still trying to find another season or two for you.
Man, that's 2 college careers.
Mm-hmm.
I played 4 years at Tennessee. He's playing 2 careers. My goodness. I guess that means if he can come back, Keenan Pili can come back.
Maybe. It's tough to keep up.
I know it is.
Tough to keep up. We have just a few minutes to go. Every day we hand out attaboys and attagirls thanks to the Native Nursery. And today we have a story from Albuquerque, New Mexico. A United Airlines pilot went above and beyond to comfort passengers after an unexpected emergency mid-flight led to a 7-hour delay. They were traveling from San Francisco to Houston back in September. They were forced to make an emergency landing due to a medical emergency that took place on board. One passenger was rushed off in an ambulance. The rest of the passengers were left waiting as their new flight was rescheduled for 11 p.m. Stress can come into play, as you would imagine. They had 150 passengers that were grounded for hours, so the pilot decided to turn the situation around and ordered 30 pizzas from a local pizza shop. One of the passengers on the flight shared the story on social media, praised the pilot for his thoughtful gesture. A lot of people have been in that situation. A lot of people can make things worse in those situations when your travel is delayed, schedule's thrown off. Pilot knew that was the case in this situation and said, okay, I'm going to try to make things a little bit easier as best he could. Ordered 30 pizzas from the local pizza shop and eased some of the stress for the passengers.
Yeah, that's cool, man. That's really cool. Man, it's a medical emergency.
It's not the pilot's fault.
It's no one's fault.
Right?
Right?
Yeah, right. No one's fault.
Yeah, no one's fault. And so it's a tough situation. At the end of the day, you just hope that person was okay. But you understand that people had places to be and they expected to be at a certain place at a certain time. But taking care of the people's food and letting them know that, hey, we appreciate you and we apologize for the inconvenience. It was a pretty good gesture.
Yep, can go a long way making that kind of gesture. So we hand out an attaboy to the pilot stepping up in that situation for his passengers, and every day we hand out attaboys and attagirls thanks to the Native Nursery. It's open for contractors and landscapers. Your one-stop destination offering quality wholesale plants, trees, and landscaping materials, including boulders, flagstone, mulch, and more. They'll even take your leaves and hardscape waste for a low flat rate. So if you're a contractor or landscaper, make the Native Nursery your go-to location today. Stop by and see Ben and Ted at 3473 Louisville Road. It's just 5 minutes from Pellissippi off the Topside Road exit. Or you can call 865-310-3256. Tell them the Sports Animal sent you their way to the Native Nursery, open for contractors and landscapers. Swain, a couple minutes ago. Was it a Turn the Page Tuesday? Did it feel that way? Pages get stuck.
Pages got stuck. First half of the show it did.
Okay.
Yeah, but
we had one prediction of 52-41 during the show. Our score Ford guest today from Arley, 34-30 Tennessee.
Yeah, I'm gonna go in the low 20s, mid 30s in that range.
If Arley wins, that means Tennessee has won. Arley's going to go get a nice brand new vehicle from Ted Russell Ford, and then is going to swing by the studio, take us out for a ride. Swain will be smiling ear to ear with Tennessee's win.
Can Arley drive, though?
What's that?
Can Arley drive?
Well, I think so.
No, we don't know that. We need to check his driving record.
I can drive.
But you didn't win, so you can't drive. It's not your ride. He's not going to let you drive his new ride. He's going to want to drive his new ride. But I need to know if he can drive if I get in. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
I got places to be. I can't be jammed up at an intersection.
If we get jammed up, I'll get you some pizza.
Okay, deal.
How about that?
Deal. All right, that works. I was just joking, Arlie. We know you can drive.
Had a few jokes at Alabama's expense. We had a few that we were able to chuckle at off the air that might have gotten us in questionable status with the FCC. Some made it to the airwaves, so we appreciate those, and we'll take more Bama-related jokes as the week goes along.
I mean, if you watch College Game Day, they don't care about what the SEC got to say, I think.
No. Maybe one afternoon we'll stay over on YouTube for an extra 15 minutes for the rules that they allow. We appreciate you hanging out with us. Joel Silverberg, thank you. We'll see you tomorrow. Talk to you tomorrow at 12 o'clock on Josh and Swain.